Nobody does it Bennett. Yes, I've gone and said it. Movies and games, some things that are lame. Nobody does it Bennett.
Good evening and welcome. There are some superb movies ahead on Movie Review Universe. Next time, we'll join Val Kilmer as he solves some riddles and adopts adult orphans in the 1995 movie Batman Forever. Right now though, it's time for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Hello, and welcome to Nobody Does It Bennett, Movie Review Universe, otherwise known as the MRU. I am your host, the Greg Bennett Experience, and tonight I'm joined by Jemma and Tenson as we go through the movie Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. What we'll do in tonight's show is give you our thoughts and opinions on Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. As we run through the film, we'll also act out certain scenes with their own, and let me say this, very unique voices. After that, we'll give you our ratings for Harry Potter 2, and we'll see where it lands on the MRU charts. Since there are three hosts this week, of course, I will give Tenson and Jemma the power and responsibility of rating Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Nothing will stop us. Nothing! I'll still give you my score, though. It just won't count in the official ratings. Tenson, welcome once more to the show.
Glad to be back.
Do you know who opened the Chamber of Secrets?
Yes, I do. I think I've seen this movie enough times.
It's a secret.
Yeah, no spoilers.
And of course, we couldn't do a Harry Potter movie without Jemma.
It's mandatory.
How are we this evening?
So excited to be back after the break.
Oh, it's been a while, but we're back again. This will be our third Potter film we have covered. Chamber of Secrets, Jemma. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on the second year of Hogwarts compared to others?
Oh, gosh. So this movie, as Tenson and I were just discussing before the podcast began, is one that used to scare the bejeebers out of me as a child. And so as a result, it's one of the films that I have watched the least out of all of them. Them and Deathly Hallows Part 2 are the two that I have probably seen the least.
Because there's so much death?
I think so. I think I just had a very overactive imagination and I had a lot of dreams about the basilisk eating me, basically. But it is one of the books that I read the most because for a while there I was a masochist and wanted to be scared. It's a great film, very much reminds me of the video games. I don't know if you've ever played the PC games. It feels like it flows on from the first one, much like this movie feels like it's a slightly more grown-up flow on from the first one. They're very cohesive. I suppose that's having the same director though, isn't it? But yeah, I really enjoyed it for that factor. It was sort of like the last step before it started to get a bit dark, a bit more grown up.
The last Chris Columbus film as well, of course, so that very much changes from Prisoner of Azkaban on. So it's a very different feeling. It's amazing how much a director can change the atmosphere of a whole series because it's so different.
Loses a bit of the whimsy, I think.
Yeah. It's like Batman Returns and Batman Forever. There you go. I put Batman in earlier, so yeah, just like even that like goes from the very dark Tim Burton to the very not so dark Joel Schumacher.
The cheese.
Yeah, the cheese. And I'm not saying that Batman Forever is a bad film. It's not as good as Batman Returns in my bias, but yeah, it's just so different. Like, because the rest of the series, there are different directors, but it's not as dramatic a change.
Yes.
And Tenson, if you thought you were put in the wrong house, would you question it like Harry does and tell someone?
I think, yeah, by playing Hogwarts Legacy, I think I was put on the wrong house and I changed it, like, straight away. No, I tell a lie. I was put in Slytherin, but mainly because my character that I created looked like a Slytherin. He was, like, kind of random version of Draco. But yeah, I think if I was put in the wrong house by the Sorting Hat, I would question it if I was in the movie. I don't know if you guys would be the same as well, but...
Well, I was in Slytherin too in Hogwarts Legacy because I picked my character as Anakin Skywalker from Episode 3 of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And so he had to go in Slytherin because it said ambitious. I was like, well, of course he is.
Well, I mean, if Anakin was in the Harry Potter world, I think he would be a Slytherin anyway.
And I cannot contribute to this conversation because I've never once taken a Pottermore quiz and not got in Ravenclaw. It's irrelevant to me. I know I'd be in Ravenclaw. I was with Hogwarts Legacy, although I've played every house, obviously.
A lot of people have.
You'd be silly not to. You miss out on so much good content.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if this is true or not, but while doing the notes for Chamber of Secrets here, I felt this had to be the Harry Potter movie that says its title the most out of any of the films. You could make a drinking game out of the amount of times, the Chamber of Secrets is said in this. Amazing, like, as I'm taking notes, so many times Chamber of Secrets, like, even Philosopher's Stone, they say it a lot, but there's so many times. Like, you're going to, like, go through it, and if you actually pick up on it, you're going to see how many times they say it, and you're going to go, good Lord, they say it a lot.
Yeah. Although, wouldn't you get that with the Goblet of Fire and the Deathly Hallows to a point as well?
Not really, because the Goblet of Fire, it only gets up to the point where they have the try with the tournaments, like, begins. Once that begins and the Goblet of Fire is gone, it doesn't get mentioned again. Right, the Chamber of Secrets, because it's at the end.
Whole movie.
The whole movie is just, Chamber of Secrets, Chamber of Secrets, look on the wall there. Like, sometimes when it's written on the wall, 3 or 4 different people will say Chamber of Secrets. So it's like, damn.
Okay, so we shouldn't do this as a drinking game because it sounds very dangerous.
Going to do this as a drinking game, do it as a light beer, guys.
Or water.
Just saying, it's going to be no
Water
hard shots.
poisoning.
Not hard shots.
And if your kids don't drink, it's silly and irresponsible until you're at least 18 years of age. Chamber of Secrets is an interesting movie. I feel like it's an easily overlooked film compared to the other Potter films in the series. Question is, though, is it for a good reason? How good really is the Chamber of Secrets? We'll give you our opinion when we do our ratings at the end of the show. You might say that we'll be storing it in our own Chamber of Secrets. Drink!
Please don't bring up my Chamber of Secrets in polite company.
Oh dear.
Maybe we shouldn't share this with Mum's class.
No.
Mrs. CQ, if you're listening to this with your class,
Stop.
welcome. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the t-shirt. If you like what you hear or have any suggestions or thoughts for us, who knows, it might be about the Chamber of Secrets. Well, you can contact us by going to the Nobody Does It Bennett Facebook page, or by hitting us up on the Twitter at NobodyDIBennett. You can also email us at nobodydoesitbennett@outlook.com, or by going to our website, nobodydoesitbennett.buzzsprout.com. Nobody Does It Bennett is available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and other podcast outlets. Nobody Does It Bennett is also available on YouTube. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that bell, tick that thing. Jemma, Tenson, let's defy Dobby and go back to Hogwarts. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Really had like a little flashback to Titanic. Are you ready to go back to the Titanic?
Master says you can't go back to the Titanic.
Nobody does it, Bennett.
Movie begins with the iconic John Williams score, with the Warner Brothers logo in the clouds. The Warner Brothers logo bends down like it's trying to avoid the camera. It's like, oh God, I'm sorry, I'm in the shop. The title then appears, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Do magic. The camera then heads down to the Dursley house on Privet Drive. Got it first time that time. You can see Harry in one of the upstairs windows. Harry is looking at some moving pictures of his parents in an album. That one has a double meaning. Moving, it's a deeply moving moment, and the pictures are also moving. Magic. There is also a picture with Harry and his friends, Ron and Hermione. Hedwig wants out of her cage, but Harry can't let her out.
I'm not allowed to use magic outside of school. Besides, if Uncle Vernon... Harry Potter! Now you've done it.
Harry goes downstairs. Aunt Petunia is preparing a colourful cream cake with cherries. Harry approaches Uncle Vernon in the living room, helping Dudley with his tie. Uncle Vernon warns Harry.
I'm warning you. If you can't control that bloody bird, I'll have to go. But she's bored. If I could only let her out for an hour or two. Ha! So she can send secret messages to your freaky little friends. No, sir. But I haven't had any messages from any of my friends. I wish there was a guy in Harvard right now working on some sort of digital social media platform. Then I wouldn't have this problem.
I'm pretty sure in 2002 he was at Harvard working on Facebook.
Good old Zuckerberg, eh? Not one, all summer.
Who'd want to be friends with you?
Dudley shoulder barges Harry while walking past.
I should think you'd be a little more grateful. We've raised you since you were a baby, given you the food off our table, even let you have Dudley's second bedroom purely out of the goodness of our hearts.
I love that line, eh? His second bedroom?
Yeah. With all his broken action figures.
Uncle Vernon's just such an awful person.
Yeah, but it's so good how dramatic they are about it. Like, goodness of our heart, let you have Dudley's second bedroom.
But it wasn't at all because they were worried the wizards were watching and knew he was living in a cupboard.
They knew that all the time. So why is it now any different?
But they only just started sending them letters about it.
True. Dudley tries to pick off the cake. Aunt Petunia actually taps Dudley's hand away, surprisingly. The cake is for when the Masons arrive. The Dursleys prepare for the guests to arrive.
Now, let's go over our schedule once again, shall we? Petunia, when the Masons arrive, you will be...
In the lounge, waiting to welcome them graciously to our home.
Good. And Dudley, you will be...
I'll be waiting to open the door.
Excellent.
The Dudleys then gathering close together for some reason to get right in Harry's face.
And you? I'll be in my bedroom, making no noise and pretending... Oh. Why do you do this to me? I'll be in my bedroom, making no noise and pretending that I don't exist. Just like the Morbius movie. Just like the Morbius movie. To right you will. With any luck, this could be the day I make the biggest deal of my career, and you will not mess it up.
Sorry, Jim, there's so many lines for you in the first few parts, so I do apologise.
Oh, that's all right. I'm too busy giggling.
Cut to Harry heading back upstairs while the doorbell goes off at the door. Funny enough, the doorbell goes off at the door. Uncle Vernon greets the Masons while Harry opens the door to his bedroom. A weird little creature is jumping on Harry's bed. Harry Potter! Such an honour it is!
Who are you?
Dobby, sir. Dobby the house elf.
Not to be rude or anything, but this isn't a great time for me to have a house elf in my bedroom.
Oh, yes, sir. Dobby understands. It's just that Dobby has to come to tell you. It is difficult, sir. Dobby wonders where to begin.
Why don't you sit down?
Sit down? Sit down?
Dobby, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you or anything.
Offend Dobby? Dobby has heard of your greatness, sir, but never has he been asked to sit down by a wizard like an equal.
You can't have met many decent wizards then.
No, I haven't. That was an awful thing to say. Dobby starts slamming his head onto the drawers, making a loud noise. Bad Dobby! Bad Dobby! The banging can be heard downstairs.
Oh, don't mind that, it's just the cat.
I like you smile at me like...
I think in that moment he looks up like, oh, don't worry, it's just the cat. You were right.
Dobby had to punish himself, sir. Dobby almost spoke ill of his family, sir.
Your family?
The wizard family Dobby serves, sir. Dobby is bound to serve one family forever. If they ever knew Dobby was here. Yeah, best not to bring this up later on towards the end of the movie, Harry? But Dobby had to come. Dobby has to protect Harry Potter. To warn him. Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry this year. There is a plot. A plot to make most terrible things happen.
What terrible things? Who's plotting them?
Lucius Malfoy. End of movie. That's all he has to say.
Then we don't have another 2 hours.
Go home early, guys. Can't say.
Okay, I understand you can't say, otherwise there would be no mystery to this movie.
Dobby continues to punish himself with a lamp as Harry tries to keep him quiet. Uncle Vernon comes upstairs. Harry throws Dobby in the closet.
What the devil are you doing up here? Bike messenger, knock me down.
Spider-Man line. And it actually appears about, I think, a couple of times in this movie.
Yeah. You just ruined the punchline of my Japanese golfer joke. Sorry.
It doesn't sound like a racist joke at all, is it?
No. I've always been curious about what that joke is.
Yeah, it must be something highly racist.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Harry has to keep closing the closet door.
One more sound and you'll wish you'd never been born, boy. And fix that door. Yes, sir.
Harry lets Dobby out of the closet. Yeah.
See what I've got to go back? I don't belong here. I belong in your world, at Hogwarts. It's the only place I've got friends.
Friends who don't even write to Harry Potter?
Well, I expect they've been. Hang on. How do you know my friends haven't been writing to me?
Harry Potter mustn't be angry with Dobby. Dobby hoped if Harry Potter thought his friends had forgotten him, Harry Potter might want to go back to school, sir. Dobby pulls out a stack of letters. Where was he hiding them?
Give me those now.
No! Dobby runs out of the room. Harry chases after him. Dobby then sees the big cream cake and grins.
Dobby, get back here!
Dobby clicks his fingers and the cream cake floats up in the air. I love the puff of smoke. It goes, puff.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing. Harry Potter must say he's not going back to school.
I can't. Hogwarts is my home.
Then Dobby must do it, sir, for Harry Potter's own good. Dobby clicks his fingers again. The cake moves towards the Dursleys and their guests. Harry walks like a classic zombie towards the floating cake. The Dursleys all see the cake floating towards the Masons, with Harry behind it, looking like he's controlling the cake. The cake drops all over Mrs. Mason.
I'm so sorry. It's my nephew. He's very disturbed. Meeting strangers upsets him. That's why I kept him upstairs.
Harry looks back at Dobby. Dobby disappears. Cut to Uncle Vernon on a ladder outside the house. He's installing bars onto Harry's windows.
You're never going back to that school. You're never going to see those freaky friends of yours again. Never!
Cut to Harry sleeping in his bed at night. You can hear the sound of an incoming engine. Harry gets up to see a flying car flying towards his window. Harry is astonished. When the flying car stops outside Harry's window, you can see that Fred, George and Ron are in the car.
The flying car, just as a side note, still looks pretty good today, I must say. The CG, really good.
It's one of the things that I say later on is a lot better in this movie compared to Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, definitely. We forget about how bad the troll looked.
Yeah. Hi, Harry.
Ron, Fred, George, what are you doing here?
Rescuing you, of course. Now come on, get your trunk. Harry quickly packs his things into a trunk while Ron attaches a hook on a cable to the window bars. You better stand back. The car flies away from the window, causing the hook to rip the bars from the window. The noise wakes up Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia.
Potter!
Uncle Vernon comes charging into the room as Harry puts his gear in the trunk of the car. Uncle Vernon grabs onto Harry's legs as he leaps to the car, causing Harry to be stuck between the car and the window.
Oh no, boy. You and that bloody pigeon aren't going anywhere. Get off!
Drive! The car starts to move away from the window, which causes Uncle Vernon to fall from the window into the ground below. Uncle Vernon is dead. Oh wait, that's right. This is a family film, so Uncle Vernon just falls into a bush instead, and it's perfectly fine.
No broken leg, nothing.
The car flies off into the night sky. By the way, Harry, happy birthday! Cut to the flying car making its landing at the Weasley house in the sunny morning. The car looks like a model when it's landing, which I like. Looks less CGI and more like a miniature. Fred, George, Ron and Harry try to sneak into the house via a window and half door. I like that window half door. It's actually pretty cool. I do love the design of the Weasley house. Feels like a very cozy place.
It does.
I was meant to move my phone. Sorry, I didn't do it. And now I pay the price. Harry is astonished by the self-washing dishes.
That's so cool.
Such a meme. Yeah. Being astonished.
He's always astonished in these ones. The device that shows you where the Weasleys are is pretty cool, but also pretty creepy.
You mean the clock?
Yeah, the clock, yeah.
Device.
It had a bunch of spoons, but it doesn't tell the time. It just tells you where they are.
Yeah. It's a danger clock.
I thought it was called. Danger
If there's any
clock.
Death Eaters around.
Like a magical GPS for your kids.
Yeah, it is. And I love how, like, after Voldemort comes back, everyone's spoon is permanently on in mortal peril.
Everyone's spoon. Sorry. Oh no, my spoon.
Is that in the movies or just in the book?
Just in the book,
Yeah.
I believe, but it's a fun wee tidbit.
I was going to say I didn't remember it being in the movies. Yeah.
Voldemort would have had a massive spoon collection by then, I imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Look at all the spoons I have, Harry.
Wizarding spoon theory.
I'm going to eat ice cream with yours, Harry. Harry looks amazed by the self-knitting needles. It's not much, but it's home.
I think it's brilliant.
Where have you been? Harry, how wonderful to see you, dear. Bed's empty, no note, car gone. You could have died. You could have been seen. Of course, I don't blame you, Harry dear.
They were starving him, Mum. There were bars on his window.
Well, you best hope I don't put bars on your window, Ronald Weasley.
This is something my mum would say.
Come on, Harry, time for a spot of breakfast.
Ginny comes running down the stairs in her dressing robe.
Mummy, have you seen my jumper?
That was perfect. I loved it. That was awesome. She hasn't got many lines. One of the questions I was going to ask is, if she wasn't the key to the Chamber of Secrets, do you think they would have actually introduced Ginny at all in this movie?
She was going to Hogwarts, so they would have had to.
She was, but in the movie, I mean, like, would they have actually taken the time to introduce her, or they would have said, oh, yeah, she was always there, in the later movies, but we didn't have anything for her, so we just got to introduce her later on. Because they had cast her later on.
I think they would have had to because she was the love interest.
Later on.
I know, but if they didn't have that foreshadowing and then they cast her later on, it would have been quite an egregious sort of omission in my mind. They had to introduce her, even if she wasn't the gullible one who decided to listen to old Tom Marvolo riddle. Yes, dear, it was on the cat.
Judy is awestruck, like a deer in headlights, when she sees Harry at the breakfast table.
Hello.
Ginny runs away.
What did I do?
Ginny, she's been talking about you all summer. A bit annoying, really. Arthur Weasley comes through the half door. Morning, Weasleys.
Morning, Dad.
The family wished their dad a good morning. What a night. 9 raids. 9.
Raids?
Dad works for the Ministry of Magic in the Misuse of Muggle Artifacts office. Kind of dumb that Ron has to explain here what his dad does for a living. I mean, Harry and Ron have been friends now for about a year.
Yeah, exactly.
You think Ron would have told Harry at Hogwarts? I guess this is one for the audience.
I feel like they were probably too busy talking about Harry, to be honest.
All about him. It's all about the Philosopher's Stone.
That's all the movies are about. Harry, in the books.
Yeah.
Harry.
Harry.
Harry this, Harry that. What about Draco?
Dad loves Muggles. He thinks they're fascinating. Arthur sits down at the table and looks straight at Harry. And who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm Harry, sir. Harry Potter. You know, the boy who lived. The chosen one. The most gifted wizard in all the world. Even though I'm really not.
Good Lord, are you really?
I'm surprised I just kept going with it and didn't, lose it.
Arthur looks as giddy as a schoolboy. Wow. Well, Ron has told us all about you, of course. When did you get here?
This morning, your sons flew that enchanted car of yours to Surrey and back last night.
Another thing my mum would say, if us kids were naughty, Mum would say, your kids to Dad. Did you really? How did it go? Mrs. Weasley smacks Arthur on the arm, but it sounds like she smacked him on the head or something. That's a big old whack. I mean, that was very wrong indeed, boys. Very wrong of you. Now, Harry, you must know all about Muggles. Tell me, what exactly is the function of a rubber duck?
What is it? Doesn't he, eat something after he says that line?
Yeah, I think...
He's like, that's so good.
Classic line.
Oh,
The group is distracted by an incoming owl that comes flying in.
Well, that'll be Errol with the post.
Errol smacks right into the glass of the window. He's always doing that. Percy fetches the mail from poor Errol. Oh, look, it's our Hogwarts letters. They have sent us Harry's as well. Look at me, I'm Percy, meh, meh, meh. I'd like to be a giant tool, meh, meh, meh.
I was just about to say that. I hate Percy. He's on the same level as Umbridge for me.
Wow.
He's terrible. Can't stand him, eh?
He's a Weasley that is embarrassed to be a Weasley.
He's the least likable of them all.
Dumbledore must know you're here. Doesn't miss a trick, that man. I can just imagine, Dumbledore pulling up at the Weasley house and convincing the boys that stealing the car and saving Harry is a great idea. But yes, Dumbledore just knows Harry's there.
There's only one place we're going to get all of this. Diagon Alley.
Cut to Harry and the Weasleys, sounds like a band. Harry and the Weasleys gathering around the fireplace in the Weasley house.
Here you go, Harry. You go first, dear.
But Harry's never travelled by flue powder before, Mom.
You go first, Ron, so that Harry can see how it's done. Yes.
Ross, that's my brother. Ross. Ron goes into the fireplace, grabs some flue powder from the bowl Mrs. Weasley is holding. Diagon Alley. Ron drops the powder. Green flames surround Ron before he disappears.
You see? It's quite easy, dear. Don't be afraid. Come on.
Harry goes into the fireplace, mere moments after seeing his friend burn alive.
That's right. Now take your flue powder.
Like, oh my God, I'm burning!
Ah!
If I was his friend, I would have done that. I would have pretended I was burning, just to mess with him. Harry grabs the ashy-looking powder.
That's it. Very good. Now, don't forget to speak very, very clearly.
Diagonally.
I like the way you change your voice to Diagonally.
Diagon Alley.
I think I'm getting it confused because that's how Arthur Weasley says it.
Yeah, he does, yeah. Harry disappears into flame.
What did he say, dear?
Diagonally.
Thought he did.
I was like, yeah, he said the wrong thing. Harry comes squirting out of a fireplace in a dark and creepy room. I'm sorry, I wanted to use the word squirting there. Harry has yet again broken his glasses. Harry goes to touch a nearby dead-looking hand, but the hand grabs him. This is why Mum used to say, don't touch anything. when you're in a store as a kid, because a dead hand could grab you.
It might touch you back.
Yeah.
A magical hand.
So Harry breaks free from the grasp of the hand, then gives it a look like it just violated his trust.
They're like, man, I'm a hand. I grab.
I've got one function, all right?
And Harry's going to go to Arthur Weasley and be like, tell me, what exactly is the function of a hand?
Harry leaves the voodoo store and comes out to the street. Nothing but weirdos around, though.
Not lost, are you, my dear?
The weirdos look to kidnap Harry when a familiar voice speaks up. Harry?
Hagrid.
What do you think you're doing down here? Come on! Harry rushes up to meet Hagrid, knowing all too well that he almost just became another statistic on the violent crimes chart. You're a mess, Harry! Skulking around Nocturne Alley? Dodgy place. Don't want no one to see you there. People would think you're up to no good.
I was lost. Hang on. What were you doing down here then?
Me? Well, a bike messenger knocked me down.
There it goes.
Oh, I was just looking for flesh-eating slug repellent. They're ruining all the school cabbages. Hermione sees Harry and Hagrid on the street and runs up to them.
Harry! Hagrid!
Hello, Hermione!
It's so good to see you.
It's great to see you too.
What did you do to your glasses? Oculus Reparo.
You got the Hermione voice down perfectly straight away today. Someone's been practicing.
Maybe.
Hagrid leaves Harry and Hermione to it. Hermione takes Harry into the bookstore, as apparently everyone has been so worried. Cut to inside the bookstore. You can see copies of a new book, Magical Me, by Gilderoy Lockhart, who was played here by the legendary actor and director, Kenneth Branagh. Of course, he directed Thor. He was, of course, in Dunkirk.
He's known for Shakespeare
I was going to say some sort of Shakespeare adaptation of everything.
and Agatha Christie as well.
Didn't he also used to be married to Emma Thompson?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure so. Yeah.
But then he lost his memories. Mrs. Weasley is relieved to see Harry. Gilderoy Lockhart comes out from a back room. All the people in the store applaud his appearance. Mrs. Weasley is infatuated with him. Mum fancies him. As Lockhart is getting his photo taken for the Daily Prophet, he spots Harry in the crowd.
It can't be. Harry Potter?
The photographer grabs Harry so that he can take a photo of Harry and Lockhart together. I would have punched that photographer square in the nose if he put his hands on me. Then Harry would say,
What's the matter with you? Huh? What's the matter with you? What did I say? Huh? What did I say? What's the matter with you?
in case you're wondering, that's of course Jimmy from Goodfellas.
I should have done it more. What's the matter with you?
Nice big smile, Harry. Together, you and I can make the front page. Ladies and gentlemen, what an extraordinary moment it is when young Harry stepped into Flourish and Bots this morning to purchase my autobiography, Magical Me,
Crowd applause.
which, incidentally, is currently celebrating its 27th week atop the Daily Prophet bestseller list.
The camera pans up as the crowd applauds. Draco Malfoy is looking on from above.
He had no idea that he would, in fact, be leaving with my entire collected works free of charge.
The crowd applauds again. Harry walks towards Mrs. Weasley.
Harry, now you give me those and I'll get them signed. All of you wait outside. That's it.
Like as she almost trips up because he's so excited.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, oh.
Ooh, Mr. Lockhart, my Chamber of Secrets is excited.
Can I slither in?
Mrs. Weasley is very excited here. Draco comes downstairs and meets Harry as he leaves.
I'll bet you loved that, didn't you, Potter? Famous Harry Potter. Can't go into a bookshop without making the front page.
Leave him alone.
Or what?
Or his father will fire your father. What's Daddy gonna do? Sue me? Spider-Man, I love it. If you go back and listen to the podcasts of the Spider-Man trilogy, 1, 2, and 3 of them with Tenson and Keelan, you might get some of these jokes.
What is going on? The next person who talks will fail this class. I kid you not.
Look, Potter, you've got yourself a girlfriend.
Draco is tapped on the shoulder by a cane that is shaped like a snake. Now, Draco, played nicely. Mr. Potter.
Potter.
Lucius Malfoy. We meet at last. Lucius and Harry shake hands. Forgive me. Lucius violently yanks Harry towards him and gently touches Harry's forehead with his cane. Your scar is legend. As, of course, is the wizard who gave it to you.
Voldemort killed my parents. He was nothing more than a murderer.
You must be very brave to mention his name. Or very foolish.
Fear of a name only increases fear of the thing itself.
And you must be Miss Granger? Yes, Draco has told me all about you and your parents. Makes sense, it's Emma Watson and Tom Felton. We're good friends on set. Muggles, aren't they? Lucius turns his attention to Ron and his family. Arthur sees Lucius talking to his family and starts walking over. Let me see. Red hair, vacant expressions, tatty second-hand book. You must be the Weasleys. This is when Lucius puts Tom Riddle's diary in with the other books to Jenny to find later.
I never noticed when I first watched it as a kid. It's only like as I've gotten older that you realise he puts it in.
Well, he tells you at the end he does it.
Yeah.
When you first see it, you have no idea that he's doing it because it's very clever. But once you know and you look for it, you can obviously see it. Chamber of Secrets, although it's made for kids still, it's very much the kids' element of Harry Potter. I do like the way they set up the Chamber of Secret. It's not too obvious and it's not too subtle. It's perfect. Yeah. Children, it's mad in here. Let's go outside. Well. Weasley Senior. Lucius, busy time at the ministry, Arthur? All those extra raids? I do hope they're paying you overtime, but judging by the state of this, I'd say not. What's the use of being a disgrace to the name of wizard if they don't even pay you well for it? We have a very different idea about what disgraced the name of wizard, Malfoy. Clearly. Associating with muggles. Lucius drops the book and diary to the pot. And I thought your family could sink no lower. I'll see you at work.
See you at school.
I like playing Lucius because he's such a snake.
Doesn't it just make you want to, like, slap him?
He plays him so well, though.
Oh, thank you.
You both do.
Jason Isaac is very good at it, yeah.
Oh, so good. It's such a confusing thing because it's like the most douchebag character and it's like daddy at the same time, you know? Like, we've all seen him.
Yeah. I always wonder, like, in the Philosopher's Stone, where Harry sort of, like, brushes him off, like, when they first meet, if things would have ended up differently if he actually, like, made time.
I think his father was different, but his father was never going to let him be anything more than...
Friends with Harry, yeah.
Yeah, he would never be friends. Or if he was friends, Harry would have to be like them. It wouldn't be the other way around.
I also think that Lucius would have encouraged Draco to make friends with him if Harry had been in Slytherin in order to keep him in the pocket for Voldemort's eventual return.
Yeah.
It would have been a very manipulative kind of thing.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, Draco. Cut to King Cross Station. You can see the flying car parked outside a spot that says no parking, taxis only. Harry and the Weasleys are pushing their school luggage towards platform 9 3/4. Fred, George and Percy all go through the wall to the platform, followed by Ginny, Mr. and Mrs. Weasley. Harry then prepares to go through. He builds up speed to charge through the wall. Ron follows close behind. As they get to the wall though, however, bang! They smash and set into the wall. Poor Hedwig in the cage gets smashed right into the wall. The same station attendant from the Philosopher's Stone asks what they're doing.
Sorry, lost control of the trolley.
I think you're cold. I'm shivering. Station attendant just shakes his head like a disappointed dad. Like, oh my God.
Why can't we get through?
I don't know. The gateway has sealed itself for some reason.
The train leaves exactly at 11 o'clock. We've missed it.
Harry, if we can't get through, maybe Mum and Dad can't get back.
Maybe we should just go wait by the car.
Ron has a thought come across his face. The car. Cut to the flying car high up in the sky. It can be seen by everyone.
Ron, I should tell you, most muggles aren't accustomed to seeing a flying car.
Unless it's a flying DeLorean, but I haven't seen one of those in 30 years.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Ron presses the cloaking button so the car becomes invisible.
Sidebar. Arthur Weasley doesn't know the function of a rubber duck, but knows about cloaking buttons in a Ford Anglia in the 80s.
Yep.
True. I just wanted to mention the shot of the car coming down onto the tracks is like iconic from this movie. It's what I think of when I think of Harry Potter, is the flying car coming down onto the train tracks.
I think it's close to the image on the front of the book as well, no, isn't it, the flying car?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Ron presses the cloaking button so the car becomes invisible. They fly for a while, but the invisibility booster stops. It must be faulty. Harry says for them to go lower, then they need to find the train. They can get down to track level.
Now, all we need to do is catch up with the train.
We can't be far behind.
Do you hear that?
We must be getting close.
Hold on.
They look behind the car. Hedwig does the cartoon eye bulge. Ooh! As the train is directly behind them. The Hogwarts Express, train number 5972. Like the one we got up there on the poster. There it is. They decide to just yell and keep staying in front of the train for a few moments before pulling away from the tracks. It's like, wait, let's get away straight away. In the chaos of the car spinning around and around, The car door opens and Harry falls out, only hanging on by the car door. An important lesson can be learned here, kids. Seatbelts. Harry! Hold on!
Really, Ron? I was thinking about letting go.
That's not in the movie, but I added it in because it felt like it would be what you'd say in that situation. Hold on. I was going to...
I'll never let go, Harry. I'll never let go.
I was expecting you to put that Titanic line in there.
Take my hand. Hold on.
I'm trying. Your hands are all sweaty.
That one makes me laugh too. Your hands are sweaty. Ron manages to pull Harry back in the car. You would think there would be a magic way to save Harry here, or at least on the door locks. I guess manually locking the door would also work.
I think we found the train.
Yeah. Harry and Ron decide to ditch the train idea and decide to drive all the way to Hogwarts. The shot of the car arriving in front of the castle with the main theme going is great. Welcome home. The car engine then starts to splutter, causing the car to crash land.
Ron, mind that tree.
This line reminds me of George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree.
Watch out for that king of the jungle. Ooh, bam, tree.
George of the Jungle. Ron tries to magic stop the car with his wand, but ends up breaking the wand in half. This is a vital step in the story. The car ends up crashing in the tree. My wand! Look at my wand!
Be thankful it's not your neck.
What's happening?
I don't know.
He squeaks so much in there, buddy.
Oh, it's not his fault puberty was hidden.
The branches on the tree start to smash the car. The tree can move like Groot or a tree ant. When I paused here, I saw the license plate for the car. License plate 7990TD. I wonder if that's a special meaning or an Easter egg. I don't know. I just thought I'd bring it up in case it was. The poor beat-up car eventually lands on the ground. Ron drives off to get away from the tree. Once they are a safe distance away, the car throws Ron and Harry out and dumps their gear on the grass before driving off. I like that the car has a personality in this.
Yeah, that's good.
Bit of comedy to it.
Yeah. Dad's gonna kill me. Your dad? I'd be more worried about your mum.
As we later see.
Harry and Ron run into the castle and dump their stuff in the corridor.
So a house elf showed up in my bedroom. We can't get through the barrier to platform 9 3/4. We almost get killed by a tree. Clearly someone doesn't want me here this year.
It's Dobby, Harry. He told you this when he visited you. The boy who lived. More like the boy who doesn't listen.
Ayo.
Harry and Ron head upstairs, where they run into Mr. Filch and his cat, Mrs. Norris.
Well, take a good look, lads. This night might well be the last you spend in this castle.
Oh, amazing.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
One of my most quoted lines I have in Harry Potter is, oh dear, we are in trouble.
I keep thinking it's Snape, but then I remember it's Filch that says it.
Cut to Snape holding a magic newspaper, the Evening Prophet. Newspaper reads, Flying Forward Angler mystifies Muggles.
You were seen by no less than 7 muggles.
Do you have any idea how serious black this is?
You have risked the exposure of our world, not to mention the damage you inflicted on a whomping willow that's been on these grounds since before you were born.
Wow, that's a detailed and defined amount of time. Mm-hmm. Honestly, Professor Snape, I think it did more damage to us.
Silence! I assure you that were you in Slytherin and your fate rested with me, the both of you would be on the train home tonight. As it is.
They are not. 5,000 points to Gryffindor for no reason.
Yeah.
Professor Dumbledore, sir. Professor McGonagall, ma'am.
Headmaster, these boys have flouted the decree for the restriction of underage wizardry.
And it won't be the last time.
As such,
I'm well aware of our bylaws, Severus, having written quite a few of them myself. And there we have it. Proof that Dumbledore just makes stuff up as he goes. However, as head of the Gryffindor house, it is for Professor McGonagall to determine the appropriate action. Man, if Harry Potter was a wrestler, he would definitely be a heel bad guy. Being called the Chosen One and having all the rules work out in his favour is such a heel move.
But I am the chosen one.
Very Roman Reigns. I am in charge of the bloodline.
We'll go and get our stuff then.
What are you talking about, Mr. Weasley?
You're going to expel us, aren't you?
Not today, Mr. Weasley. but I must impress on both of you the seriousness of what you have done. 50 lashings each should suffice, Conan the Barbarian style. I'll be writing to your families tonight, and you shall both receive detention.
If Harry and Ron did get expelled, would there be another magic school they could go to? Or would they just go to Muggle's school? I just mentioned Ron and Muggle's school.
Oh my god.
That's a good point, actually.
I reckon they could send them to boarding school at Ilvermorny in the States. I feel like that would be a great place for reject wizards to go.
I reckon he'd go to Bulgaria and be in the same place as Crumb.
Oh, Durmstrang.
That'd be like military school.
It's very dark arts, though.
Yeah, well, he's already broken the rules.
I know, but would you send a proven rule breaker somewhere that they can break more rules?
Yes, because Dumbledore would want him to. Cut to Hogwarts in the daytime. I hope the new TV show will have a lot of sweeping shots like this. Like the new show coming out, of course, we haven't talked about it much because I'm saving it for when we do Prisoner of Azkaban. Thought we could all talk about the TV show as well. What our thoughts and hopes are for the show itself. Harry, Ron, Hermione and the class are in herbology class with Professor Sprout. They learn all about repotting, or should I say repottering, juvenile mandrakes. Their screams can be dangerous, but nothing compared to a fully grown one.
Mandrake, or mandragora, is used to return those who have been petrified to their original state. It's also quite dangerous. The mandrake's cry is fatal to anyone who hears it.
The class put on their earmuffs so that the young mandrakes don't knock them out for hours. Neville still passes out. I love how Professor Sprout just says, well, just leave him there. This scene is, of course, a setup for later on. Cut to a student pointing out nearly headless Nick. It then pans to the students eating in the Great Hall. Ron uses sticky tape to stick his wand back together. Harry then gets blinded by a flashbulb from Colin Creevy.
Hi, Harry. I'm Colin Creevy. I'm only being introduced here so you can identify me as a victim later.
It's true though, isn't it? It's true.
Oh, hi, Colin. It's nice to meet you.
Ron's family owl crash lands at the table. Bloody bird's a menace. Oh no. Look everyone, Weasley's got himself a howler. Go on, Ron. I ignored one for my gran once. It was horrible. Ron opens the howler.
Ronald Weasley! How dare you steal that car? I am absolutely disgusted. Your father's now facing an inquiry at work, and it's entirely your fault. If you put another toe out of line, we'll bring you straight home. Oh, and Ginny dear, congratulations on making Gryffindor. Your father and I are so proud.
Ginny's like, yep, not the time, Mum. The howler then pokes its paper tongue out at Ron and self-shreds itself. I love the pure terror on Ron's face for this whole bit. He's kind of like, ah.
He's so shocked.
Cut to Defense Against Dark Arts class with a new teacher, Professor Gilderoy Lockhart. Do we know why Lockhart took up the job as Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher? Doesn't make sense. He would make more money on book tours and interviews than he would as a teacher.
Probably a good marketing tool, all the parents coming to get the textbooks that he assigned, so more sales.
But it also would reveal him as a fake, because he'd have to actually prove himself in class.
I think he felt like he was the man and would be able to get away with anything, so he didn't perceive any issues with that. Let me introduce you to our new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. Me, Gilderoy Lockhart.
Lockhart comes walking down the stairs from his office.
Order of Merlin, 3rd class, honorary member of the Dark Force Defense League, and a 5 times winner of Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award.
I do love the painting of Gilderoy painting a painting of himself.
But I don't talk about that. I didn't get rid of the band on Banshee by smiling at him.
His friggin' laugh.
Now, be warned. It is my job to arm you against the foulest creatures known to wizard kind.
Lockhart taps the cage that is covered by a cloth with his wand. The cage moves.
You may find yourselves facing your worst fears in this room. Know only that no harm can befall you whilst I am here. I must ask you not to scream. It might provoke them.
Lockhart lifts the sheet off the cage. Seamus laughs. Cornish pixies?
Freshly caught Cornish pixies.
Seamus laughs some more. Ho ho ho, I'm Seamus, ho ho ho.
Laugh if you will, Mr. Finnegan, but pixies can be devilishly tricky little blighters. Let's see what you make of them.
Lockhart opens the cage door, releasing pixies into the room. The pixies fly around, causing mayhem, like tearing pages out of books and lifting Neville up by the ears.
Come on now, round them up, they're only pixies. Get off me.
Hold still.
Harry smacks one of the pixies off Hermione with the textbook. Lockhart goes to cast a spell with his wand.
Pesky pixie pestinomi.
A pixie steals his wand before he can cast a spell. A pixie uses Lockhart's wand to knock down a dragon's skeleton to the ground. Lockhart runs away upstairs towards his office doors. He even wrestles with the pixie with one of his photos from the wall. He then talks to Harry, Ron, Hermione.
I'll ask the three of you to just nip the rest of them back into their cage.
Lockhart runs away into his office. Hermione bails out Harry and Ron once again.
Immobilius.
Hermione's spell causes all the pixies to freeze and float in midair. Neville is still hanging up from the light fixture. Why is it always me? Poor Neville.
As an aside, that dragon always reminds me of the scene of the fireworks from the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Merry and Pippin lit it off. That was great. Let's get another one.
Peregrine took.
You fool
I
of a
might
took.
have known.
Cut to Harry and Wood leading out the Gryffindor Quidditch team from the castle. Wood has spent the summer devising a whole new Quidditch strategy. Apparently they're going to train earlier, harder and longer. When the team get out onto the courtyard, they see the Slytherin Quidditch team coming out. When Wood tells the captain, Flint, that it's Gryffindor's time for practice, Flint says that they need the time to train the new Seeker. Hermione and Ron come over, smelling trouble. The Slytherin team all move aside to reveal their new Seeker, Draco Malfoy. So it's later on when Snape does it, goes, how about a Draco Malfoy? I love that part.
Malfoy?
That's right. And that's not all that's new this year.
Those are Nimbus 2001s. How'd you get those?
A gift from Draco's father.
Yeah, it's the only line Flint gets.
You see, Weasley, unlike some, my father can afford the best. At least no one on the Gryffindor team has had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
Oh, snap, Hermione. Dumbledore comes out. 100 points for Gryffindor for that witchy retort. He doesn't really come out.
Should have.
He should have.
No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mudblood.
You can hear gasps all around for that remark. You'll pay for that one, Malfoy. Ron pulls out his wand. Eat slugs! As Ron casts the spell, it backfires on him, causing him to fly backwards.
Are you okay, Ron?
Ron looks like he's about to be sick.
Say something.
Ron spits out a slug that starts to slither away on the grass. Colin takes a photo of the slug.
Well, could you turn it around, Harry?
No, Colin, get out of the way. Let's take him to Hagrid's.
Ron spits out another slug.
He'll know what to do.
Ah yes, the man who also has a broken wand and an umbrella will know what to do.
Well, he doesn't know about slugs, I guess, as well. He's probably accidentally eaten slugs before.
And he has got that repellent because they were eating the cabbages. That's why he was in Diagon Alley. Otherwise known as Nocturne Alley. It was a joke if you could stop drinking and start laughing.
It would be seamless, or should I say Seamus.
Hey.
Hey, that was good.
Cut to Hagrid's hut. Oh, this calls for specialist equipment. Hagrid gives Ron a bucket. Nothing to do but wait till it stops, I'm afraid. Ron continues to spit out slugs. Better out than in. Who was Ron trying to curse anyway?
Malfoy.
Somebody said it there.
Malfoy.
He called Hermione, well, I don't know exactly what it means.
He called me a mudblood.
He did not.
What's a mudblood?
It means dirty blood. Mudblood's a really foul name for someone who's muggle-born. Someone with non-magic parents. Someone like me. It's not a term one usually hears, like scruffy-looking nerve herder or penis Parker.
I always love that Penis Parker one at Homecoming.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, Harry, there are some wizards like the Malfoy family who think they're better than everyone else because they're what people call pure blood.
That's horrible.
Ron spits out another slug. It's disgusting. And it's codswallop to boot. Dirty blood. Well, there isn't a wizard alive that's not half blood or less. More to the point, they're yet to think of a spell that our Hermione can't do. What was the new spell you wanted to show me, Hermione?
Avada Kedavra.
Come here. Don't you think on it, Hermione. Don't you think on it for 1 minute. Hagrid smiles at Hermione.
Thanks, Daddy Haggy.
Have a lollipop. Cut to Harry in the Defence Against the Dark Arts classroom at night with Professor Lockhart.
Sus. Harry, Harry, Harry. Can you possibly imagine a better way to serve detention than by helping me to answer my fan mail?
Not really.
Fame is a fickle friend, Harry. Celebrity is as celebrity does. Remember that.
Harry can hear a strange, faint voice saying, "Come to me."
What?
Sorry?
That voice.
Voice?
Didn't you hear it?
What are you talking about, Harry? I think you're getting a bit drowsy. And great Scott! No wonder. Look at the time.
Great Scott, Marty! As soon as I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to go in.
We've been here nearly 4 hours. Spooky how time flies when one's having fun.
I like how Lockhart keeps looking around the room, though, with a worried look on his face, like, hearing voices. I'm going to search a little bit just to make sure.
Spooky.
Cut to Harry walking the corridors. Harry hears more of that hissing type voice. It says, I smell blood. Let me rip you. Let me kill you. Kill. 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 Harry then runs into Ron and Hermione.
Harry.
Did you hear it?
Hear what?
That voice.
Voice? What voice?
I heard it first in Lockhart's office, and then again just...
It's time.
It's moving. I think it's going to kill.
Kill? Harry runs through the corridors. Hermione and Ron chase after. The trio see a stream of little spiders exiting out a nearby window. One of the spiders bites Harry on the hand and gives him superpowers.
Who am I? You sure you want to know? The story of my life is not for the faint of heart. If somebody said it was a happy little tale, if somebody told you I was just an average ordinary guy not a care in the world, somebody lied.
I just copy and pasted the actual lines from Spider-Man.
Yeah, just put it straight
Which
in
one
the-
is that from?
The first Spider-Man, the very opening of it.
So good. No wonder it actually seems familiar.
Now back to what actually happened.
Strange. I've never seen spiders act like that.
I don't like spiders. The trio's attention is then set to a nearby puddle on the ground. There is something in the reflection. What's that? There is writing on the wall. Looks to be in blood.
The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware. It's written in blood.
There you go. The first time Chamber of Secrets is mentioned in the film. It won't be the last time. It will not be the last time.
So you mean we had to wait up until that moment to take a drink?
Yeah, it's a slow builder. Harry then sees something else.
Oh no.
Harry sees Mrs. Norris hanging up next to the message.
It's Filch's cat.
A large group of students come walking past, making the trio look hella suspicious. Then another large group, led by Malfoy. Where did they all come from, and why are they all closing in ambush style?
It doesn't make much sense, eh?
It's like someone told them there, like a radio message or a message came out, everyone go to this area right now. Because they just appear like it's an ambush.
And
Yeah.
late at night as well.
Yeah.
Maybe they all just finished at the dining hall or
But
something.
why they all come from different areas? They're blocking them off ambush style. Like, if it came from one area, I can imagine all the Great Hall. But unless there's I guess there's two doors. Maybe they're coming from either side of the Great Hall. It's weird. A lot of kind of guessing had to go in there for them to be there at the exact time and then get ambushed at that exact moment. Just saying.
Movie logic. Their wizard's intuition.
It's a movie, Harry.
Enemies of the air, beware. You'll be next, mudbloods.
Okay, Draco just threatened a student while standing in an active crime scene area. No repercussions? Nope. No, okay then.
Where's Dumbledore when you need him?
Where's Filch's right there? He heard everything.
What's going on here? Go on, make way, make way.
Oh, Filch sees Harry, sorry.
Potter, what are you?
Filch then sees his cat strung up.
Mrs. Norris, you've murdered my cat.
No.
I'll kill ya.
Filch grabs Harry.
I'll kill ya.
Again, death threat of a student. We all still good here with it? Oh, okay. Yep, cool. Argus! Dumbledore shows up with Professor McGonagall. Argus, Dumbledore sees the Chamber of Secrets message on the wall. Everyone will proceed to their dormitories immediately. The students all start to leave. Everyone except you three. Harry, Ron, and Hermione are all called out once again. She's not dead, Argus. She has been petrified.
Ah, I thought so. So unlucky I wasn't there. I know exactly the counterculture that would have spared her.
It's meant to be counter curse, but it changed it on my thing, sorry.
I know exactly the counter curse that could have spared her.
I love that. It's a meme now. Oh, I thought so. So unlucky I wasn't there. Dumbledore gives Lockhart, the teacher, a stare over the glasses. But how she's been petrified, I cannot say.
Ask him. It's him that's done it. You saw what he wrote on the wall.
It's not true, sir. I swear, I never touched Mrs. Norris.
Rubbish.
If I might, Headmaster, perhaps Potter and his friends were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Everyone is confused by this response by Snape. Harry? Ron? Hermione? The audience? Everyone.
However, the circumstances are suspicious. I, for one, don't recall seeing Potter at dinner.
Maybe they did all come from the dining hall then.
Yeah, but it's weird they go in two different areas. That's
That's
what I'm saying.
strange. I'm afraid that was my doing, Severus. You see, Harry was helping me answer my fan mail. That's why Ron and I went looking for him, Professor. We'd just found him when he said...
Yes, Miss Granger.
When I said I wasn't hungry, we were heading back to the common room when we found Mrs. Norris.
Innocent until proven guilty, Severus.
My cat has been petrified. I want to see some punishment.
We will be able to cure her, Argus. As I understand it, Madam Sprout has a very healthy growth of mandrake. When matured, a potion will be made which will revive Mrs. Norris. And in the meantime, I strongly recommend caution to all. Goodbye. Cut to the moving staircases at night. Harry, Ron and Hermione make their way upstairs.
It's a bit strange, isn't it?
Strange?
You hear this voice, a voice only you can hear, and then Mrs. Norris turns up petrified. It's just strange.
Do you think I should have told them? Dumbledore and the others, I mean.
Are you mad?
No, Harry. Even in the wizarding world, hearing voices isn't a good sign.
The portrait on the wall says, "She's right, you know."
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, "I'm just saying, didn't mean it, but in." Cut to Harry in class. Professor McGonagall teaches the class how to transform animals into water goblets. Professor McGonagall transforms an interesting-looking bird into a water goblet. The species of bird is a hornbill.
Vera Verto.
Professor McGonagall gets Ron to do it, but of course Ron's wand is broken, so when he tries to do the spell, Vera Verto, he transforms Scabbers the rat into a furry and still squeaking rat goblet.
That wand needs replacing, Mr. Weasley.
Then Hermione asks a question.
Professor, I was wondering if you could tell us about the Chamber of Secrets.
McGonagall looks around the class. All the students have a look of wanting to know as well on their face.
Very well. Well, you all know, of course, that Hogwarts was founded over 1,000 years ago by the 4 greatest witches and wizards of the age. Godrich Gryffindor, Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Salazar Slytherin. Now, 3 of the founders coexisted quite harmoniously. 1 did not.
3 guesses who?
Salazar Slytherin wished to be more selective about the students admitted to Hogwarts. He believed magical learning should be kept within all magic families. In other words, purebloods.
Does that mean you can't be a muggle born and sorted into Slytherin? I'm wondering if any muggle borns have ever been in Slytherin.
To Google. Unable to sway the others, he decided to leave the school. Now, according to legend, Slytherin had built a hidden chamber in the castle known as the Chamber of Secrets. Well, shortly before departing, he sealed it, until that time when his own true heir returned to the school. The heir alone would be able to open the chamber and unleash the horror within, and by doing so, purge the school of all those who, in Slytherin's view, were unworthy to study magic. Muggle-borns. Well, naturally, the school had been searched many times. No such chamber has been found. Professor, what exactly does legend tell us lies within the chamber? The chamber is said to be home to something only the heir of Slytherin can control. It is said to be the home of a monster.
A monster. Cut to Harry, Ron and Hermione walking the halls after class. Do you think it's true? Do you think there really is a Chamber of Secrets?
Yes. Couldn't you tell? McGonagall's worried. All the teachers are.
But if there really is a Chamber of Secrets, and it really has been opened, then that means...
The heir of Slytherin has returned to Hogwarts. The question is, who is it?
Let's think. Who do we know who thinks all muggle-borns are scum?
If you're talking about Malfoy...
Of course, you heard him. You'll be next, Mudbloods.
I heard him, but Malfoy, the heir of Slytherin...
Maybe Ron's right. Hermione, I mean. Look at his family. The whole lot of them have been in Slytherin for centuries.
Crabbe and Goyle must know. Maybe we could trick them into telling.
Even they aren't that thick. There might be another way. Mind you, it would be difficult. Not to mention we'd be breaking about 50 school rules. And it'll be dangerous. Very dangerous.
Cut to Hermione grabbing a book from the library and heading back to where Harry and Ron are.
Here it is. The Polyjuice Potion. Properly brewed, the Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to transform himself temporarily into the physical form of another.
You mean if Harry and I drink that stuff, we'll turn into Crabbe and Goyle?
Yes.
Wicked. Malfoy would tell us anything.
Exactly. But it's tricky. I've never seen a more complicated potion.
Well, how long will it take to make?
A month.
A month? But Hermione, If Malfoy is the heir of Slytherin, he could attack half the Muggle-borns in the school by then.
Geez, Harry, cool it, alright? Make it sound like Hermione said, it'll take a day to make, but I'm not going to do it until next month. Not Hermione's fault.
I know, but it's the only plan we've got.
Cut to a cheering crowd. It's time for Quidditch match. Red versus green. Potter versus Malfoy. Gryffindor versus Slytherin. The first two movies have the most Quidditch action, I believe. Although Prisoner of Azkaban does have that cool rain match. Slytherin have a commanding 90-30 lead. Looks like Harry's going to have to try and bail out Gryffindor once again. Snape and Lucius Malfoy are smirking in the stands. Harry starts looking around for the snitch. Malfoy flies up near him.
All right there, Scarhead.
Scarhead? Don't remember this insult from Malfoy, but there you go. A bludger starts going after Harry. I like Woods here.
Watch yourself, Harry.
Woods says this as he's not watching himself and gets taken out by the bludger coming back. The rogue bludger continues going after Harry. Blimey! Harry's got himself a rogue bludger! That's been tampered with, that has! I'll stop it.
No, even with a proper wand, it's too risky. You could hit Harry.
Even with a proper one, I like that. The bludger continues chasing Harry. Harry loses the bludger and sees Malfoy smiling at him.
Training for the ballet, Potter.
Harry sees the golden snitch flying around Malfoy's head. This shows you just how bad a seeker Malfoy really is. Harry chases after the golden snitch, and Malfoy also starts chasing now he knows about it. The flying in the bottom bleachers part is actually really cool. The music Williams uses here sounds very Star Warsy, which makes sense as this part reminds me of the pod racing scene in The Phantom Menace. It has a very similar kind of tone to the music.
It does. You'll never catch me, Potter.
Harry goes flying past on his broom. That really didn't age well, did it? You will never catch me. Oh, I'm out of here. See you later. The rogue bludger continues to chase. Colin almost gets beheaded by a bludger. Malfoy gets distracted by the rogue bludger and hits the front of his broom into the part of the wooden stand. This causes Malfoy to flip off his broom and go onto the grass. Lucius looks embarrassed by the failure of his son. He's like, ugh, not again. As Harry goes to reach for the snitch, the rogue bludger connects with his forearm. With only one arm left, Harry manages to grab the snitch while also balancing on his broom. Harry lands hard, but hey, Gryffindor won, so it's all worthwhile in the end. The rogue bludger still continues to go after Harry while he's on the ground.
Finite incantato.
Hermione hits the bludger with a spell, causing it to blow up like this Death Star. There you go, another Star Wars reference there for you. Harry's arm is broken.
Not to worry, Harry. I'll fix that arm of yours straight away.
No, not you.
I love how Harry says it. It cracks me up every time. Like, no, not you.
Poor boy. Doesn't know what he's saying. Now this won't hurt a bit. Brachium emendo.
Lockhart raises up Harry's arm to see if his spell had fixed the bone, only to find that Harry's arm flops around like a dead fish.
Ah, yes. Well, that can sometimes happen, but the point is, you can no longer feel pain, and very clearly the bones are not broken.
Lockhart folds Harry's arm all the way back. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, gross.
Broken? There's no bones left.
Much more flexible, though.
And then he flicks it back. Cut to the infirmary. Malfoy is in a bed moaning. Madame Pomfrey comes in and says for Malfoy to stop moaning, that he can go. Pomfrey says how Harry should have been straight to her. She can mend bones in a heartbeat, but growing them back? Wow, it's going to be very painful. Harry's in for a rough night. I love how the bone potion is a skeleton shape.
Yeah.
Skelly Grow, it's called.
Skelly Grow, it's great. Cut to Harry in the infirmary at night. Harry can hear voices again. Harry looks around until he sees Dobby on his bed. Hello?
Dobby?
Harry Potter should have listened to Dobby. Harry Potter should go back home when he missed the train.
It was you. You stopped the barrier from letting Ron and me through.
Indeed, yes, sir.
You nearly got Ron and me expelled.
At least you would have been away from here. Harry Potter must go home. Dobby thought his bludger would be enough to make Harry Potter see that...
Your bludger? You made that bludger chase after me?
Dobby feels most aggrieved, sir.
You know what, Dobby? I hope you get stabbed by a flying dagger through a portal someday and die. Then I bury you on a sandhill.
Dobby had to iron his hands, sir. On the bright side, though, his hands are now wrinkle-free.
You better clear off before my bones come back, Dobby, or I might strangle you.
Dobby is used to death threats, sir. Dobby gets them at home 5 times a day.
I don't suppose you could tell me why you're trying to kill me?
Not kill you, sir. Never kill you. Dobby remembers how it was before Harry Potter triumphed over he who must not be named. We house elves were treated like vermin, sir. Of course, Dobby is still treated like vermin.
That was good.
Dobby blows his nose on his raggedy clothes.
Why do you wear that thing, Dobby?
This, sir, it's a mark of the house elves' enslavement. Dobby can only be freed if his master presents him with clothes. Dobby is startled by a noise. Listen, terrible things are about to happen at Hogwarts. Harry Potter must not stay here. That history is to repeat itself.
Repeat itself? You mean this has happened before?
Yes, that is what repeat itself means. I shouldn't have said that. Dobby uses the bones medicine bottle to punish himself. Harry gets rough with Dobby. He does. He gets real rough with him.
Manhandles him.
Yeah.
Tell me, Dobby, when did this happen before? Who's doing it now?
Dobby cannot say, sir. Dobby only wants Harry Potter to be safe.
No, Dobby. Tell me who it is.
Dobby clicks his fingers and magics away. Harry jumps back into bed and pretends to sleep as Dumbledore, Professor McGonagall and Madame Pomfrey rush in with the latest petrified victim. It's Colin. Told you he was going to be a victim. Colin was looking through his camera when he got attacked. Dumbledore inspects the film in the camera, but the film burns up in smoke. Reminds me of a Mission Impossible self-destruct mission device. Tom Cruise.
What can this mean, Albus?
It means that the students are in great danger.
What should I tell the staff?
The truth. Tell them Hogwarts is no longer safe. It is as we feared, Minerva. The Chamber of Secrets has indeed been opened again.
Text shot.
I hope you're enjoying this and you're still listening to this podcast after all these shots you've probably taken in the last probably 10, 15 minutes.
They're going to be having a great time.
Cut to the girls' bathroom. The trio are all hanging out in there.
Again? You mean the Chamber of Secrets has been opened before?
Of course! Don't you see? Lucius Malfoy must have opened it when he was at school here, and now he's taught Draco how to do it.
Maybe. We'll have to wait for the Polyjuice potion to know for sure.
Enlighten me. Why are we brewing this potion in broad daylight, in the middle of a girl's lavatory? Don't you think we'll get caught?
No one ever comes in here.
Why?
Moaning Myrtle.
Who? A girl ghost then appears behind Ron in the stalls.
Moaning Myrtle?
Who's Moaning Myrtle? The girl ghost pops out in front of Ron.
I'm Moaning Myrtle. I wouldn't expect you to know me. Who would ever talk about ugly, miserable, moping, moaning Myrtle?
Moaning Myrtle screams as she flies around the bathroom before diving into a toilet.
She's a little sensitive.
She's actually like in her 30s when she played that role.
Yeah, thereabouts.
That's pretty convincing to make her look so young.
Yeah, because she would have been, what, playing like a 14, 15-year-old? And I never questioned it. So it was at the reunion special.
Yeah.
They said she's like in her mid-30s when I did that. I was like, say what?
I didn't realise this, but she voices, the wee creatures in Mandalorian that are like, no squeeze, no bad baby. Yeah, the same actress. Yeah, I had no idea. I found that out.
Yeah, he's also in episode 9, that little creature is with
Yeah, I can't remember what the species is called.
yeah, he's like, eh.
Yeah. The one that Grogu wants as a pet.
It's so good. Cut to the Great Hall. Professor Lockhart is standing on a stage while the students surround him from either side. Lockhart has been granted permission by Dumbledore to start a dueling club.
In case you ever need to defend yourselves, as I myself have done on countless occasions, for full details, see my published works.
Lockhart throws his cloak out to some lucky students.
Let me introduce my assistant, Professor Snape.
Snape walks up onto the table stage.
He has sportingly agreed to help me with a short demonstration. Now, I don't want any of you youngsters to worry. You'll still have your potions master when I'm through with him. Never fear.
Lockhart and Snape do an old-timely like duel. Walk up face to face before turning around and walking several paces back. They then begin the duel.
Expelliarmus.
Even to this time, it's the third podcast you use Snape. You're just so damn good at it, sir.
Thank you.
Snape knocks Lockhart over with his spell. I thought Expelliarmus only disarmed. But there you go.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I wonder whether or not Snape, because he's quite a proficient non-verbal caster, just sort of throw a little extra in there.
200% rather than 100%?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, Alan Rickman does play him so well.
Yeah, he's perfect. Hermione is concerned for Lockhart. Ron says, who cares? Lockhart plays it off like he was supposed to get knocked over, as he was showing what could happen if you were hit by that spell.
Perhaps it would be prudent to first teach the students to block unfriendly spells, Professor.
Potter.
An excellent suggestion, Professor Snape. Well, let's have a volunteer here. Potter, Weasley, how about you?
Weasley's wand causes devastation with the simplest spells. We'll be sending Potter to the hospital wing in a matchbox. Might I suggest someone from my own house? McLean, John McLean, of the New York City Police Department, or Malfoy, perhaps.
A little bit of a taste for what might be happening around Christmas time there, Tenson.
Die hard.
Snape spins around and gestures for Malfoy to come up. I don't know why, but this bit always makes me laugh. Perhaps Malfoy, and he spins.
Yeah.
Harry and Draco prepare to duel.
Scared, Potter?
You wish.
On the count of 3, cast your charms to disarm your opponent. Only to disarm. We don't want any accidents here. 1, 2, averte statum.
Malfoy sends Harry flying through the air. Harry picks himself up, with only vengeance on his mind.
Rectus Empra.
Malfoy goes spinning into the air like a figure skater before landing ass first in front of Snape. Snape grabs Malfoy and throws him back to his feet to go again.
I said disarm only. Seppen sortia.
It's a hard word to say. Malfoy sends out a snake that moves towards Harry.
Don't move, Potter. I'll get rid of it for you.
Allow me, Professor Snape. Alate ascendere.
Lockhart's spell sends the snake flying up into the air before landing again, and just angers the snake. I love this shot where you see it from the snake's perspective going into the air.
Yeah, that's cool.
Harry starts speaking parcel tongue to the snake. The snake starts looking towards Justin Finch-Fletchley. The actor who plays Justin has a bit of a Jay Leno chin thing going on. Snape looks worried by Harry talking to the snake. Harry continues to speak parcel tongue as the snake continues to go towards Justin and his giant chin.
Vipera Ebenaster.
The snake turns to fiery ash. Justin asks Harry what he was playing at, thinking that Harry was trying to get the snake to attack him. Cut to Harry running back to the Gryffindor common room. Ron and Hermione follow him. You're a parcel mouth. Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us about your dad, where he works? God's sakes, I've been knowing you for a year.
Yeah, well, you didn't tell him the function of a rubber duck.
I'm a what? A wizard.
And a thumping good one, I'd wager. Call back to Philosopher's Stone.
You can talk to snakes.
I know. I mean, I accidentally set a python on my cousin Dudley at the zoo once. But so what? I bet loads of people here can do it.
No, they can't. It's not a very common gift, Harry. This is bad.
What's bad? If I hadn't told that snake...
Yeah.
If I hadn't told that snake not to attack Justin...
Oh, that's what you said to it.
You were there, you heard me.
I heard you speak parcel tongue. Snake language. Otherwise known as the language of love. So, how you doing, babies?
I spoke a different language?
Hermione and Ron nod.
But I didn't realise. How can I speak a language without knowing I can?
I don't know, Harry, but it sounded like you were egging the snake on or something. Harry, listen to me.
Listen to me now.
More Spider-Man.
There's a reason the symbol of Slytherin House is a serpent. Salazar Slytherin was a parcel mouth. He could talk to snakes too.
Exactly. Now the whole school is going to think that you're his great-great-great-grandson or something.
But I'm not. I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am Harry Potter. And I'm also Batman. I can't be.
He lived 1,000 years ago. For all we know, you could be.
I love how, you've got bad blood, mate. I hate being called a mudblood. It's so rude, but you've got bad genetics, mate. Cut to the trio writing on parchment. Not sure if they're in class or some sort of study group. Ginny is there too. Some of the other girls look displeased in Harry's direction. Harry decides that he doesn't like being stared at by everyone and decides to go back to the common room. As Harry leaves the room he was just in, he starts hearing the voices again. I want blood. They all must die. Kill, kill, kill. Time to kill. Harry comes across a petrified, nearly headless Nick and a gobsmacked, petrified Justin Finch-Fletchley. Filch comes around the corner as Harry, it's meant to be as Harry, but it's Ashtray investigates. Filch comes across the corner as Harry investigates.
Caught in the act. I'll have you out this time, Potter. Mark my words.
Oh, your Filch is good then. Good. Spot on.
Thank you. No, Mr. Filch, you don't understand.
Harry then sees another steady stream of spiders scattering to a nearby window. Filch comes back with Professor McGonagall. McGonagall, is astonished.
Professor, I swear I didn't.
This is out of my hands, Potter.
Professor McGonagall marches Harry up towards the statue of a phoenix.
Professor Dumbledore will be waiting for you.
Harry steps up next to the phoenix statue.
Sherbet lemon.
The phoenix statue starts moving, revealing a staircase. Harry goes up to the stairs to Dumbledore's office. Dumbledore's office is covered in moving portraits of the former headmaster of Hogwarts. There must be a portrait of Phineas Black there somewhere, the headmaster from Hogwarts Legacy. Most of the portraits are sleeping. Harry comes into the room.
Professor Dumbledore?
Harry sees the sorting hat on a shelf above.
Be in your bonnet, Potter.
I was wondering if you put me in the right house.
Yes, you are particularly difficult to place. But I stand by what I had said last year. You would have done well in Slytherin.
I can hear a lot of Emperor Palpatine in there, it's great.
Yeah, he kind of does sound a bit like Palpatine.
You're wrong.
Harry then gets a gleeful look on his face when he sees Fawkes the Phoenix for the first time. Fawkes nods at Harry, then burns up in flames. Harry is horrified.
I'm not astonished.
No, I wouldn't be if I saw a burn this catch flyer. It's like, oh damn, everything's going wrong. Harry! No, that sounds like bloody Voldemort. Harry!
Professor, sir, your bird. There was nothing I could do.
Oh, and about time, too. He's been looking dreadful for days. Pity you had to see him on a burning day. Dumbledore comes down the stairs. Fawkes is a phoenix, Harry. They burst into flame when it's time for them to die, and then they are reborn from the ashes. Harry sees a baby bird in the pile of ashes, opening its eyes for the first time. Reminds me of the raptor egg hatching scene from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Open your eyes. There we are. There we are, little one. There we are. What species is this? Velociraptor. You breed raptors.
Great movie.
Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads. I bet you're expecting that's what she said here, but I'm too mature for that. And their tears have healing powers. Hagrid comes charging in while holding a dead bird. Professor Dumbledore, sir. Wait, listen. Professor Dumbledore, sir. It wasn't Harry. Hagrid. In fact, I'll be prepared to swear in front of the Ministry of Magic. Hagrid, relax. I do not believe that Harry attacked anyone. Of course you don't, and all right. Well, I'll just wait outside then. Yes.
You don't think it was me, Professor?
No, Harry. I don't think it was you.
Well, it was. In place of a dark lord, you would have a queen, not dark, but beautiful and terrible as the dawn, treacherous as the seas, stronger than the foundations of the earth.
All right, Galadriel.
But I must ask you, is there something you would wish to tell me? What do you think Dumbledore is getting at here? Does Dumbledore know Harry can hear the voices?
Do you want the answer?
Yeah, if you know it.
They actually kind of cover this in the books. So Dumbledore has always known that Harry is likely a Horcrux of Voldemort, and therefore knows that Harry is likely to display similar abilities to what Voldemort displays. And having taught Riddle when he was at high school, he's very aware of the fact that he's a Parselmouth, and was likely the one who'd opened the Chamber of Secrets drink at home many, many moons ago.
I always assumed that he knew of Harry's abilities as well.
The movie makes you suspicious. It never tells you the answer, but it makes you kind of give you a nudge like, I think he knows you can hear the voices, and he's wanting him to be upfront about it and honest about it.
Yeah, the movies very much make Dumbledore seem like this very omniscient sort of character, but the more you think of it in terms of what you know from the books as opposed to how he's portrayed in the movies, you realise that he's just like a manipulative know-it-all. He's not like this magical paragon of virtue. He's actually just like a very flawed guy who happens to be on the inside of knowledge.
And also, if you go back and watch Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, find out he's known the whole time he's a Horcrux.
Yeah.
You know that he's looking for signs.
Yeah.
It makes the scene even better and even richer, because you know that that's maybe what he's talking about. It doesn't smack you in the face with going, I know you're a puzzle tongue, now tell me it, Harry, tell me it.
It's just a very teacher move. Is there anything you want to tell me about the situation?
When he gets to the diary, he says the same thing to Tom Riddle.
Yeah.
No, sir, nothing.
Very well then. Off you go. Cut to a very snowy and wintry Hogwarts castle. It then transitions from the snow outside to the snow coming from the ceiling of the Great Hall. It's Christmas time. The students are eating dinner. Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Since there's no place to go except the Chamber of Secrets, let it snow.
Hermione walks over to Harry and Ron, who are eating dinner.
Everything's set. We just need a bit of who you're changing into.
Crab and Goyle.
We also need to make sure that the real Crab and Goyle don't burst in on us while we're interrogating Malfoy.
How?
I've got it all worked out.
Hermione pulls out some cupcakes.
I filled these with the simple sleeping draft.
Sounds American now. Draft.
I filled these with the simple sleeping draft. Simple, but powerful. Now, once they're asleep, hide them in the broomstick cupboard and pull out a few of their hairs and put on their uniforms.
Whose hair are you ripping out then?
I've already got mine. Millicent Bulstrode, Slytherin. I got this off her robes. I'm going to check on the Polyjuice potion. Make sure that Crab and Goyle find these.
Cut to Harry and Ron sneaking around. Ron is about to cast a spell when Harry reminds him, hey, that maybe he should do it. Due to Ron's broken wand.
Wingardium Leviosa.
2 cupcakes start to float in the air. Crab and Goyle come out of the hall carrying armfuls of cupcakes. Like, Jesus Christ. Makes them look like comical buffoons. They see the floating ones and decide to eat them instead for some odd reason. The cupcakes knock out the 2 idiots. How thick can you get? Cuts to Hermione finishing up the potions in the girls' bathroom.
We'll have exactly 1 hour before we change back into ourselves.
Hermione hands Harry and Ron a glass full of goop.
Add the hairs.
They all add their hairs to the goop, and then they drink their goop. Hermione and Ron rush off to the toilets as they feel like they're going to be sick. I love how Ron and Hermione just smash their glasses on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's like Thor. Another!
Imagine how gross that stuff would be, though.
Yeah, it looked pretty goopy.
Horrid.
I reckon it'd be like a mixture of like porridge and maybe sugar or something in there they put in for the kids.
Yeah.
It would taste like tart cherry juice, I reckon. Although, according to the book, it tastes like the essence of the person you're changing into. So turning into Crab and Goyle,
Be real gross.
toenails.
Harry drops his glass too, for good measure. Harry looks at his hands as they start to morph. It's morphing time! Sorry, I've just been Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Rangers.
Harry looks to see his...
I thought you were going to say it's Morbin time.
It's never Morbin time. Still haven't watched it. Proud to say I still haven't seen Morbius. Harry looks to see his face morph in the mirror. He's asking him to change his ways. He changes into Goyle. Crab Ron comes out from the toilet. Harry?
Ron,
Bloody hell!
we still sound like ourselves. You need to sound more like Crab.
Bloody hell!
Excellent.
But where's Hermione? Hermione speaks up through the toilet stool.
I don't think I'm going. You go on without me.
Hermione, are you okay?
Just go! You're wasting time.
Come on.
Crab Ron and Goyle Harry run off. Crab Ron and Goyle Harry run into Percy along the way. When Percy asks for their names, Malfoy calls out on them from down the hall and comes up to them. Malfoy sees Goyle Harry wearing glasses.
Why are you wearing glasses?
Reading.
Reading? I didn't know you could read.
It's actually the way that he does it, Tom Felton. Yeah. He does it so perfectly that I didn't know you could read.
Yeah.
Very well done. Do you think Draco ever brings this up again with the real Goyle? Where's your glasses gone?
And what are you doing down here, Weasley?
Mind your attitude, Malfoy.
You sound like Cartman from South Park.
Mind your attitude, Malfoy. Malfoy and his fake crew walk off. Cut to Malfoy with Crab Ron and Goyle Harry in the Slytherin common room.
Well, sit down. You could never know the Weasleys are purebloods the way they behave. They're an embarrassment to the wizarding world. All of them.
Crab Ron starts to get enraged.
What's wrong with you, Crab?
Goyle Harry stops him from doing anything silly. Stomachache.
You know, I'm surprised that the Daily Prophet hasn't done a report on all these attacks. I suppose Dumbledore is trying to hush it all up. Father always said that Dumbledore was the worst thing that ever happened to this place.
You're wrong.
An awkward silence then follows.
What? You think there's someone here who's worse than Dumbledore? Well, do you?
Goyle Harry then has a light bulb moment. Ding!
Harry Potter?
Draco looks suspiciously at Goyle Harry.
Good one, Goyle. You're absolutely right, Saint Potter. And people actually think that he's the heir of Slytherin.
But then you must have some idea who's behind it all.
Oh, you know I don't, Goyle. I told you yesterday. How many times do I have to tell you?
Draco finds a wee small gift.
This yours?
Goyle Harry shakes his head no. Draco pockets the gift.
But my father did say this. It's been 50 years since the chamber was opened. He wouldn't tell me who opened it, only that they were expelled. So the last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened and a mudblood died, so it's only a matter of time before one of them is killed this time. As for me, I hope it's Granger.
Crab Ron gets up to try and fight Malfoy, but Goyle Harry holds him back.
What's the matter with you two?
What's the matter with you, huh? What's the matter with you? What did I say, huh? What did I say? What's the matter with you?
Good fellas.
You're acting very odd.
It's his stomachache. Calm down.
Crab Ron sees Harry's scar coming back, and Goyle Harry sees Ron's ginger hair reappearing. Time to go.
Hey, where are you going?
Ron and Harry make it back to the bathroom, now back in normal form. That was close.
Hermione, come on out. We've got loads to tell you.
Go away. Wait till you see it. It's awful.
Hermione?
Harry slowly opens the door to the stall door.
Do you remember me telling you that the polyjuice potion is only for human transformation? It was cat hair.
You can see Ron's shocked expression, but nothing is revealed yet as Harry hasn't put on his glasses and can't see. But when he does, he sees that Hermione is a cat-human hybrid. Reminds me of Peter when he's a monkey in Jumanji.
It so does.
The next line here, I've put Pussy Hermione.
I saw them before.
Look at my face.
Look at your tail. Cut to Harry and Ron walking around the castle. It must have been some time later as Ron asks Harry if he's seen Hermione. Harry says she should be out of the hospital in a few days.
When she stops coughing up furballs.
Ron and Harry laugh about their best friend who is going through a serious event. Harry and Ron come across another water puddle, this time by the staircases.
Looks like Moaning Myrtle's flooded the bathroom.
But how can she? She's a ghost. She can't touch it, can she?
Dunno.
No, she wouldn't be able to, so it can't be her.
So Harry's not really thinking there. He's not Detective Harry yet, is he?
I know who it is.
No, I have no idea. I haven't seen the movie. Harry and Ron enter the girls' bathroom. The tap in the sink is still running wild. Harry and Ron hear Myrtle crying.
Come to throw something else at me.
Why would I throw something at you?
Don't ask me. Here I am, minding my own business, and someone thinks it's funny to throw a book at me.
Ha! They threw the book at her. They literally threw the book at her. But it can't hurt if someone throws something at you. I mean, it'll just go through you.
Oh, sure. Let's all throw books at Myrtle because she can't feel it. 10 points if you get it through her stomach. 50 points if it goes through her head.
All right, Dumbledore.
But who threw it at you anyway?
I don't know. I didn't see them. I was just sitting in the U-bend thinking about death, and it fell through the top of my head.
Harry goes over to the wet, soggy book that is still on the ground. Cut to Harry looking at the book later on. The book looks a lot drier now. It's a diary. Harry has a look to find that all the pages appear to be blank. Harry sees a name on the bottom of the back cover.
Tom Marvolo Riddle.
There's a WWE wrestler called Matt Riddle. I keep calling him Tom Riddle by mistake thanks to this movie.
He's the perpetually barefoot guy, isn't he?
He's the bro. He's the original bro.
Every time he comes into like a rumble or something like that, I'm like, Brad, just turn it off until he's gone. I don't want to look at his feet.
Harry grabs a quill and starts writing in the diary. When he drops a blot of ink on the paper, the ink disappears. Harry starts to write in the book.
My name is Harry Potter.
Do you think that the close-up shots of Harry's hand could be James Cameron's, like in Titanic?
Yeah, I'm drawing true.
The writing Harry puts in disappears and the diary responds. Hello, Harry. My name is Tom Riddle. Harry responds.
Do you know anything about the Chamber of Secrets?
The diary responds. Yes.
Can you tell me?
The diary responds. No. Harry is gutted. The diary then responds again. But I can show you. Let me take you back 50 years ago. The diary uses a mystic wand to blow the pages along. 13th of June. The inner crease of the diary lights up and Harry is suddenly transported to another time. Similar rules to A Christmas Carol as Harry can only observe and not interact.
The diary says, "Are you ready to go back to Titanic?"
It's been 84 years. Harry sees a young man staring up the stairs. The man is watching a body being carried down the stairs. We don't know yet who it is in the story, but we've certainly met them before. Dumbledore then calls to the young man. We find out the young man is Tom Riddle. Dumbledore didn't look much younger 50 years ago.
Yeah, he looks the exact same.
He's browned his hair up a little bit, that's what he did. I love the lighting though, like it's the black and white, almost the very...
CPR.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Tom wanted to see if the rumours were true. Dumbledore informs them that indeed they are. Hogwarts may need to close down due to the student's death. Sir, if it all stopped, if the person responsible was caught, is there something you wish to tell me? Strange, that's exactly what Dumbledore said to Harry earlier in his office. No, sir, nothing. Dumbledore looks at Tom intently for a moment. Very well then, off you go. Again, exactly what Dumbledore said to Harry. Harry follows Tom through the castle. Tom goes to Hagrid's room. Tom says how he's going to need to turn Hagrid in. Tom says how he's sure Hagrid never meant to kill anyone, but Hagrid says that he can't. The dead girl's parents will be here tomorrow. The least Hogwarts can do is make sure the thing that killed their daughter is slaughtered. Interesting words here. It doesn't say put down or ended, but slaughtered. Little bits of evidence of Tom Riddle's darkness. It wasn't him. Aragog never killed no one. Never. Monsters don't make good pets, Hagrid. Tom hits the box Aragog is in with a spell, causing the box to open and for Aragog to start running away. Tom continues to cast spells to kill Aragog, but he keeps missing. Aragog escapes. Tom then points his wand at Hagrid. I can't let you go. They'll have your wand for this, Hagrid. You'll be expelled.
Hagrid!
Harry gets pulled out of the diary vision and back into reality.
Whoa!
Whoa, it's like Keanu Reeves and Bill Ted. Whoa. Cut to Hogwarts in the daytime. Harry is talking to Ron and Hermione, walking through the courtyard.
It was Hagrid. Hagrid opened the Chamber of Secrets 50 years ago.
It can't be Hagrid. It just can't be.
We don't even know this Tom Riddle. Ron with a very good point. He sounds like a dirty, rotten snitch to me.
The monster had killed somebody, Ron. What would any of us have done?
Look, Hagrid's our friend. Why don't we just go and ask him about it?
If they had mentioned Tom Riddle to Hagrid, would he have known that Riddle was Voldemort? Interesting question, because if they asked him and he said, oh, Tom Riddle was Voldemort, then Harry would never listen to him again.
Good point.
I just don't know if Hagrid knows that Tom Riddle was actually Voldemort. I'm not sure how common knowledge it is.
It's never explicitly said, is it?
No. That would be a cheerful visit. Hello, Hagrid. Tell us, have you been setting anything mad and hairy loose in the castle lately? Mad and hairy? You wouldn't be talking about me now, would you? The trio all say, no. Yep, hi, Hagrid.
Awkward.
Hagrid looks at the trio, all acting hella suspicious.
What's that you've got, Hagrid?
Oh, it's flesh-eating slug repellent. For the mandrakes, you know. According to Professor Sprout, they've still got a bit of growing up to do. But once their acne clears up, we'll be able to chop them up and stew them. And then we'll get those people at the hospital unpetrified. In the meantime, you three best be looking out after yourselves, alright? Neville comes rushing in to see Harry. He doesn't know who did it, but he'd better come and check it out. Harry's room has been trashed. Not just his stuff either. Everyone's stuff in the room is a mess. Hedwig's fine though. Would have been funny if you found out that Hedwig went on a bender. Just like trashed the room.
Yeah. Dim owl nuts. It had to be a Gryffindor. Nobody else knows our password. Unless it wasn't a student.
Whoever it was, they must have been looking for something.
And they found it. My extremely rare Pokemon cards are missing. Oh, and Tom Riddle's diary's gone.
Not the Pokemon cards!
Cut to Wood going through the game plan with the Gryffindor Quidditch team. They're preparing for their match against Hufflepuff. How often do you think they play Quidditch at Hogwarts? Once a week? Once a month? And how many games do they play? Do they play each other once? Twice? 4 times each? And is there a final that gets played as well to determine the winner? Or is it just a round robin?
So there is the round robin, and then there is the match for first and second, and the match for third and fourth.
Okay, so there's a final series as well. Yeah, because it never really explains like who wins it each year. Just the House Cup, which is not the Quidditch Cup, is it?
No, book supremacy.
Yeah, I figured the books would explain that a lot more.
If you win the Quidditch title, does that give you house points?
No, I don't think so.
Just questions I always thought about. It's like, why is it doing it? Just put it in there.
We'll start a new podcast that is us reading the books.
The rules of the magic world.
Yeah.
Professor McGonagall approaches the team.
This match has been cancelled.
They can't cancel Quidditch.
Silence, Wood.
So, Quidditch.
I can't remember what he sounds like.
It's great.
Silence, Wood. You and your teammates will go to Gryffindor Tower now. Potter, you and I will find Mr. Weasley. There's something the both of you have to see.
Professor McGonagall leads Harry and Ron to the hospital wing. But wait, where's Hermione?
I warn you, this could be a wee bit of a shock.
Harry and Ron are led to a bed. Hermione is on it, petrified. Hermione.
She was found near the library, along with this.
McGonagall shows them a mirror. A mirror that reminds me of the enchanted mirror in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. And of course, a movie that Emma Watson was Belle in the live-action version.
That's right.
It's all connected.
The Watson verse.
What's in that box?
Hey!
That sounded dirtier than it meant to.
Let me slither in and find out.
What's in the box?
Does it mean anything to either of you?
No.
Harry holds Hermione's outstretched hand. Cut to Professor McGonagall walking into the Gryffindor common room.
Can I have your attention, please? Because of recent events, These new rules will be put into effect immediately. All students will return to their house common rooms by 6 o'clock every evening. All students will be escorted to each lesson by a teacher, no exceptions. I should tell you this, unless the culprit behind these attacks is caught, it is likely the school will be closed.
Love how you rolled your R's and O's in that too.
I tried.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah, really good.
After the speech, the first face it cuts to is Ginny. Interesting.
That's pretty subtle filmmaking there.
We got to talk to Hagrid, Ron. I can't believe it's him. But if he did set the monster loose last time, he'll know how to get inside the Chamber of Secrets, and that's a start.
But you heard McGonagall. We're not allowed to leave the tower except for class.
I think it's time to get my dad's old cloak out again.
Glad I didn't misspell that, because everyone terrible was like, I think it's time to get my dad's old
clock out again.
Jemma knew what was coming.
It would have been funnier though.
She had it coming.
Cut to Hagrid's hut at night. There is a knock at the door. Hagrid has a crossbow ready for protection. Who's there? Hagrid kicks open the door but sees nothing. Hello? Hello? Suddenly, Harry and Ron appear from the invisibility cloak.
What's that for?
Oh, nothing. I was expecting doesn't matter. Come on in. Just made a pot of tea. Hagrid acts real nervous-like when pouring the tea.
Hagrid, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm all right.
Did you hear about Hermione?
Oh, yeah. I heard about that, all right.
Look, we have to ask you something. Do you know who's opened the Chamber of Secrets?
What you have to understand about that is... There is a knock at the door. Quick, under the cloak. Don't say a word. Be quiet, the both of you. It's Professor Dumbledore, and he has the Minister of Magic with him, Cornelius Fudge. The first time we see him in the series. Cornelius has to arrest Hagrid for the attacks on the Muggleborns. The Ministry has got to act. I want it understood, Cornelius, that Hagrid has my full confidence. Hagrid's record is against him. Fudge has to take action. Take me where? Not Azkaban, prison. The Minister has no choice. Lucius shows up at the door. Already here, Fudge? Good. What are you doing here? Get out of my house! Believe me, I take no pleasure in being inside your... Lucius walks right up to Harry and Ron under the invisibility cloak and almost walks into them. You call this a house? No, simply I called it the school was told the headmaster was here. And what exactly is it that you want from me? The other governors and I have decided it's time for you to step aside. This is an order of suspension. You'll find all 12 signatures on it. I'm afraid we feel you've rather lost your touch. Well, what of all these attacks? There'll be no Muggleborns left at Hogwarts. I can only imagine what an awful loss that would be to the school.
The visceral eye roll.
Yeah.
Lucius gets really close to the invisible Harry and Ron again. You can see the smirk he's hiding from the rest. You can't take Professor Dumbledore away. Take him away, and the Muggleborns won't stand a chance. You mark my words, there'll be killings next. You think so? Calm yourself, Hagrid. If the governors desire my removal, I will, of course, step aside. However, Dumbledore starts walking up towards Lucius. You will find that help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who ask for it. Dumbledore looks directly at invisible Ron and Harry. He knows they're there. I like that, he just looks at them.
Yeah. He, sort of takes his glasses down and then,
Lucius is confused to what Dumbledore is staring at. Admirable sentiments. Shall we? Dumbledore smiles at Ron and Harry before walking away. Hagrid is less subtle with his messaging. If anybody was looking for some stuff, then all they'd have to do would be to follow the spiders. Yep, that would lead him right. That's all I have to say. Hagrid walks out while Fudge has the most confused of expressions on his face. Ron and Harry reappear from under the cloak once the coast is clear. Hagrid's right. With Dumbledore gone, there'll be an attack a day.
Look.
Harry sees spiders crawling out the window.
Come on, Fang.
Honestly, the worst companion for them to choose going into the Forbidden Forest. I've already learned that Fang will run.
Well, maybe Harry's thinking if the three of them, if they go for the dog first, we'll be safer.
Nah, the dog dips long before they meet the danger. Do you remember from the last podcast?
But the dog was with them right to the car chase, because the dog gets in the car with them.
In this one, yes. But remember, he bolted long before they got to the unicorn and the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, Fang probably wants the company as well, because Fang's now by himself. So probably Harry's like, we'll take him with him, because otherwise he's by himself.
It's true, he's been orphaned.
Yeah, and he might get petrified. You don't know in this time. Cats are getting petrified.
Bloody Moby.
So Michael Caine's in this?
Yeah. bloody movie.
Harry, Ron and Fang follow the spiders outside.
You heard what Hagrid said. Follow the spiders.
They're headed into the dark forest. Why spiders? Why can't it be follow the butterflies?
A fun reference to the game where you've got the quest to follow the butterflies. You know how you had to find the chests?
Harry, Ron and Fang follow the spiders deep into the forest. Harry, I don't like this. Harry, I don't like this at all.
Shush.
Can we go back now?
Come on.
Harry leads them into a spider cave. Sounds like Spider-Man's secret hideout. The spider cave is filled with spiders of all different shapes and sizes. A raspy voice calls out,
Who is it? Hagrid, is it you?
The line reminds me of Back to the Future Part 2, but Michael J. Fox is playing his daughter in the future and is coming down the stairs. She goes, Mom, is that you? Back to the Future.
We're friends of Hagrid.
A giant spider emerges from a massive hole.
And you're Aragog, aren't you? The one true king of Gondor.
Yes.
The way they animate Aragog is pretty impressive. Went more practical rather than digital in this movie, which I like.
Hagrid has never sent men into our hollow before.
He's in trouble. Up at the school there have been attacks.
As Harry is talking, Ron notices the spiders that are slowly gathering around them.
They think it's Hagrid. They think he opened the Chamber of Secrets like before.
That's a lie. Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets.
Then you're not the monster.
No. The monster was born in the castle. I came to Hagrid from a distant land, in the pocket of a traveller.
I like the way he says it, in the pocket of a traveller. I don't know the way he says it. It's great. Harry!
Shush. But if you're not the monster, then what did kill that girl 50 years ago?
We do not speak of it. It is an ancient creature we spiders fear most above all others.
But have you seen it?
I never saw any part of the castle, but the box in which Hagrid kept me. The girl was discovered in a bathroom. When I was accused, Hagrid brought me here.
Harry!
What?
Ron points up to the large amount of man-eating spiders that are dropping down from above.
Well, thank you. We'll just go.
Go? I think not. My sons and daughters do not harm Hagrid on my command, but I cannot deny them fresh meat when it wanders so willingly into our midst.
Could you just imagine Hagrid showing back up at Hogwarts later on? Where's Harry and Ron? Only to find out that the directions he gave them led them to their deaths by Aragog. Whoopsies.
Goodbye, friend of Hagrid.
Can we panic now? Harry uses his lamp to fight off nearby spiders. Then Harry and Ron pull out their wands. Know any spells?
There's one, but it's not powerful enough for all of them.
Where's Hermione when you need her? Harry and Ron are completely surrounded when suddenly their faces are lit up by headlights. It's the Weasleys' car. It has come back to save them. The car opens up its doors.
Let's go.
Harry and Ron and Fang get in the car. See, Fang's still there.
He's still there.
The spiders jump all over the car as it takes off. The car reverses out of the spider cave and stops in the forest. Glad we're out of there. Ron is then attacked by a spider that shows up at the side door like, hey yo, I'm going to strangle you now. Harry pulls out his wand.
Arania Exame.
Harry blasts the spider away with a brilliant flash of white light. Actually, when I paused it, I was in a dark room, and when I paused it on that scene, it lit up the whole room. That's how bright that light was. Wow. It was really light. Thanks for that.
Don't mention it.
More spiders start heading towards the car. I like this kind of like stand and like wait on like the hilltop bit there.
Yeah, and they all come up. Yeah, so cool.
Waiting for commands. It's almost like the droid army.
Yeah.
Get us out of here. Now.
Ron drives the car away and out of the forest. These spiders are incredibly fast. They try and fly away, but the flying gear is jammed. Eventually, with both their might, they pull the lever and fly high into the air. The car lands directly outside Hagrid's hut. Follow the spiders! Follow the spiders! If Hagrid ever gets out of Azkaban, I'll kill him! The car drives off again. I mean, what's the point of sending us in there? What have we found out?
We know one thing. With great power comes great responsibility. Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets. He was innocent.
Cut to morning. Harry replaces some dead flowers in a jar next to Hermione's hospital bed with fresh ones.
Wish you were here, Hermione. We need you, now more than ever.
Harry then notices something in Hermione's hand. Okay, it's been all this time, and no one's seen this massive scrunched up paper in her hand?
How interesting.
What's that?
Ron, this is why Hermione was in the library the day she was attacked. Come on.
Harry reads the parchment while he and Ron walk the corridors.
Of the many fearsome beasts that roam our land, none is more dangerous than the basilisk. Capable of living for hundreds of years, instant death awaits any who meet this giant serpent's eye. Spiders flee before it. Ron, this is it. The monster in the Chamber of Secrets is a basilisk. That's why I can hear it speak. It's a snake.
But if it killed by looking people in the eye, why is it no one's dead? Harry goes into detective mode.
Because no one did look it in the eye. Not directly, at least. Colin saw it through his camera. Justin must have seen the basilisk through nearly headless Nick. Nick got the full blast of it, but he's a ghost. He couldn't die again. And Hermione had the mirror. I bet you anything she was using it to look around corners in case it came along.
And Mrs. Norris? I'm pretty sure she didn't have a camera or a mirror, Harry. Harry once again goes into detective mode.
The water. There was water on the floor that night. She only saw the basilisk's reflection.
Harry puts the page up towards a firelight to get a better view.
Spiders flee before it. It all fits.
But how's the basilisk been getting around? A dirty great steak. Someone would have seen it.
Hermione's answered that too.
The note has a handwritten part that says, pipes. Pipes? It's using the plumbing?
Remember what Aragog said about that girl 50 years ago? She died in a bathroom. What if she never left?
Moaning Myrtle. There is an intercom message from Professor McGonagall. Shh, shh, shh.
All students are to return to their house dormitories at once. All teachers to the second floor corridor immediately.
Cut to Snape, McGonagall, Madame Pomfrey, and a few extras at the second floor corridor. Some of them I've never seen before. This is extras.
Yeah. As you can see, the heir of Slytherin has left another message. Our worst fear has been realised.
Harry and Ron are listening to the teachers from around the corner.
A student has been taken by the monster into the chamber itself. The students must be sent home. I'm afraid this is the end of Hogwarts.
Professor Lockhart shows up.
So sorry, dozed off. What have I missed?
A girl has been snatched by the monster, Lockhart. Your moment has come at last.
My moment?
Weren't you saying just last night that you've known all along where the entrance of the Chamber of Secrets is?
That's settled. We'll leave you to deal with the monster, Gilderoy. Your skills are, after all, legend. Very well. I'll just be in my office getting ready.
Like he says, getting ready. And he's like smiling like, I'm going to run away like a coward. Lockhart walks off. Madame Pomfrey asks Professor McGonagall which student has been taken.
Ginny Weasley.
Ron is gutted to find out that his sister has been taken. Not astonished, gutted. The teachers leave and the message on the wall can be seen. Her skeleton will lie in the chamber forever. Ginny. Cut to Harry and Ron running to Lockhart's office. I like what Harry says here about Lockhart. It's great.
Lockhart may be useless, but he's going to try to get into the chamber. At least we can tell him what we know.
Harry runs into Lockhart's office to see that Lockhart is packing his things.
Are you going somewhere?
Yes. Urgent call. Unavoidable. Got to go.
What about my sister?
Well, as to that, most unfortunate. No one regrets more than I.
You're the defence against the dark arts teacher. You can't go now.
Well, I must say, when I took the job, there was nothing in the job description about...
You're running away? After all that stuff you did in your books.
Books can be misleading.
You wrote them.
My dear boy, do use your common sense. My books wouldn't have sold half as well if people didn't think I'd done all those things.
You're a fraud. You've just been taking credit for what other wizards have done.
Is there anything you can do?
Yes, now you mention it, I'm rather gifted with memory charms. Otherwise, you see, all those wizards would have gone blabbing and I'd never have sold another book. In fact, I'm going to have to do the same to you.
By the time Lockhart turns around to Harry and Ron, they already have their wands pointed at him.
Don't even think about it.
Cut to Moaning Myrtle crying in the girls' bathroom. Harry, Ron and Lockhart arrive.
Oh, who's there? Oh, hello, Harry. What do you want?
To ask how you died.
Bike messenger knocked me down.
Third time in this podcast.
Oh, it was dreadful. It happened right here in this very cubicle. I had hidden because Olive Hornby was teasing me about my glasses. I was crying. Then I heard somebody come in.
Who was it, Myrtle?
I don't know. I was distraught. But they said something funny. It kind of made-up language, and I realised it was a boy speaking, so I unlocked the door to tell him to go away, and I died.
Just like that. How?
I just remember seeing a pair of great, big, yellow eyes. Those horrible yellow eyes!
Spider-Man.
Over there, by that sink.
Harry looks at the sinks that sit in the middle of the room. He searches looking for clues. Harry turns the tap and realises it doesn't run water. He then sees a marking on the tap. It's an image of a snake.
This is it. This is it, Ron. I think this is the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets.
Say something, Harry. Say something in parcel tongue. There is a rumbling sound as the circular sinks start to open up. I like the menacing music John Williams has here. It's like dun dun dun. Wow, this is a menacing moment. A deep well-like passageway opens up.
Excellent, Harry. Good work. Well then, I'll just be, no reason for me to stay.
Lockhart tries to run but gets stopped by two 12-year-old boys. An average to small 12-year-olds at that. And he gets stopped. He's a fully grown man.
One of them with a broken wand.
What's he gonna do?
He gets held back physically by them.
Oh, yes, there is.
Harry and Ron push Lockhart towards the chamber entrance and hold out their wands towards him.
You first.
Now, boys, what good will it do?
Better you than us.
But obviously, yes.
Lockhart turns to look down the deep void.
Sure you don't want to test it first.
Ron just pokes Lockhart with his wand. Lockhart falls down into the chamber entrance.
It's really quite filthy down here.
All right, let's go.
Oh, Harry, if you die down there, you're welcome to share my toilet.
Do you think he's thinking about that when he's dying from the poison? Yeah. I'm going to have to share a bathroom with Myrtle.
Thanks, Myrtle.
Harry and Ron jump down into the chamber. Harry and Ron slides down a tunnel system and land on what look to be bones. Harry sees Lockhart and points his wand back out at him.
Now, remember, any sign of movement, close your eyes straight away.
They come across something large in the tunnels. What's this?
It looks like a snake.
It's a snake skin.
Bloody hell. Whatever shed this must be like 60 feet long or more. Lockhart collapses to the ground. Did he just faint? Heart of a lion, this one. Lockhart then springs quickly to his feet and takes Ron's wand off him.
The adventure ends here, boys, but don't fret. The world will know our story. How I was too late to save the girl. How you two tragically lost your minds at the sight of her mangled body. So, you first, Mr. Potter. Say goodbye to your memories. Obliviate!
Lockhart goes flying back into the tunnel wall before falling hard to the ground. The spell Lockhart casts causes the tunnel to start rumbling. There is a cave-in which separates Harry from Ron and Lockhart. Harry! Harry! Here you go, Tenson.
Harry! 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 Oh my god! Harry! Come on!
I love that in Spider-Man 3. He's like, Harry! Harry! Oh my god. Harry!
Harry! Ron, are you okay?
I'm fine. Lockhart wakes up.
Hello. Who are you?
Ron Weasley?
Really? And, who am I?
Lockhart's memory charm backfired. He hasn't got a clue who he is.
It's an odd sort of place, this, isn't it? Do you live here?
No.
Really?
Ron knocks Lockhart back out. He punches him.
Yeah.
Harry tells Ron to wait there and see if he can shift some of the rocks so he can get back through later on. Harry is going after Ginny. Harry comes to this vault-looking entrance. There is snake images on the door. Harry speaks parcel tongue once more. The snake starts to move on the door. They are some sort of locking mechanism. I love the actual way it goes. Like you see the snake going around the outside and then the other one's unlocking.
Around the outside, around the outside.
The door opens. Harry walks through and goes down a ladder.
You know what they say? Love is an open door.
Is that from Hamilton?
Frozen.
Frozen, sorry. I was like, is that from Hamilton?
You're close.
Yes, Hamilton and Frozen are very easily confused.
Harry comes down the ladder into a room with a pathway down the middle and large snake heads on either side of the path. with a large head of a bearded man, which I'm assuming is Salazar Slytherin at the end. This set is actually one of my favourite sets of all the Harry Potter movie series. It's up there with the Great Hall and the Ministry of Magic for me.
I would agree, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Just when you see it, this looks so good. Much grandeur to it. The wet, damp, puddle-filled atmosphere is also great. Harry sees Ginny lying down at the end of the chamber room and runs to her. Harry drops his wand and checks on Ginny.
Oh, Ginny, please don't be dead. Wake up, please wake up.
A person appears in the chamber. It's Tom Riddle. She won't wake.
Tom Riddle, what do you mean she won't wake? She's not...
She's alive, but only just. Why is he telling Harry all this? If he just told Harry she was dead, he would probably just given up.
Are you a ghost?
A memory preserved in a diary for 50 years.
She's as cold as ice. Ginny, please don't be dead. Wake up.
Tom picks up Harry's wand.
You've got to help me, Tom. There's a basilisk.
It won't come until it's cooled.
Give me my wand, Tom.
You won't be needing it.
Listen, we've got to go. We've got to save her.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Harry. You see, as poor Ginny grows weaker, I grow stronger. Yes, Harry. It was Ginny Weasley who opened the Chamber of Secrets. Flashback time, with voices over top.
No, she couldn't. She wouldn't.
It was Ginny who set the basilisk on the Mudbloods and Filch's cat. Ginny who wrote the threatening messages on the wall.
But why?
Because I told her to. You'll find I can be very persuasive. Not that she knew what she was doing. She was, shall we say, in a kind of trance. Why don't you let her get set up for the crime? Why do you have to tell Harry all the stuff that he would never find out otherwise? Still, the power of the diary began to scare her, and she tried to dispose of it in the girls' bathroom. But then, who should find it but you, the very person I was most anxious to meet?
And why did you want to meet me?
I knew I had to talk to you, meet you if I could. So I decided to show you my capture of that brainless oaf, Hagrid, to gain your trust.
Hagrid's my friend, and you framed him.
It was my word against Hagrid's. Only Dumbledore seemed to think he was innocent.
I bet Dumbledore saw right through you.
Actually, there's that line in Harry there when he's like, I bet Dumbledore saw right through you. It's good delivery. Compare Radcliffe from this movie to last movie. You can see he's starting to get the nuances of acting.
Definitely.
He certainly kept an annoying close watch on me after that. I knew it wouldn't be safe to open the chamber again while I was at school, so I decided to leave behind a diary, preserving my 16-year-old self in its pages, so one day I would be able to lead another to finish Salazar Slytherin's noble work.
Well, you haven't finished it this time. In a few hours, the Mandrake drought will be ready, and everyone who was petrified will be all right again.
Haven't I told you? Killing mudbloods doesn't matter to me anymore. For many months now, my new target has been you. How is it that a baby with no extraordinary magical talent was able to defeat the greatest wizard of all time? How did you escape with nothing but a scar, while Lord Voldemort's power was destroyed?
Why do you care how I escaped? Voldemort was after your time.
Voldemort is my past, present, and future. Tom uses Harry's wand to make letters appear in the air. They spell Tom Mavalo Riddle. Tom then rearranges the same letters to spell out, I am Lord Voldemort.
You're the heir of Slytherin.
Good work, Harry, for figuring that one out. Even though he just literally spelled it out for you. Surely you didn't think I was going to keep my filthy father's name? Well, technically you did. You just used the same letters, only in a different order. Just saying. No, I fashioned myself a new name. A name I knew wizards everywhere would one day fear to speak. When I become the greatest sorcerer in the world.
Albus Dumbledore is the greatest sorcerer in the world, and Mickey Mouse is a close second.
Dumbledore's been driven out of this castle by the mere memory of me.
He'll never be gone, not as long as those who remain are loyal to him.
Suddenly you hear a loud bird sound cry out. I've watched X-Men, so I know what sound that is. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's a phoenix.
Fawkes.
Fawkes comes flying and carrying an old hat for some odd reason. Fawkes drops the hat to Harry, then flies away. So this is what Dumbledore sends his greatest defender. A songbird and an old hat. Tom speaks parcel tongue to the great statue head. There is a loud rumbling sound. Let's match the power of Voldemort, heir of Salazar Slytherin, against the famous Harry Potter. The basilisk starts to emerge from the giant head's mouth. Harry runs away, leaving the old hat behind. Harry runs while the basilisk chases. Harry trips and falls, losing his glasses in the process. Could have easily snapped like an ankle. The way his leg goes, it looks like his ankle's about to snap. I'm like, grr.
It's when he pulls out Lockhart's spell and then it's all just sort of jellyish for the rest of the movie.
Floppy second leg. The basilisk still looks pretty good though in this scene. Yeah. I actually like the way, because again, comparing the first to the second movie, the CGI, and they're a lot more practical.
It's improved a lot, yeah.
As the basilisk closes in, the familiar bird cry sings out. Fawkes is back. Fawkes either claws or eats out the basilisk's eyes. I'm not sure if it's clawing out or eating.
He pecked at it and then clawed them out.
Love the crunching sound you hear as the eyes are being removed. No! Your bird may have blinded my basilisk, but I can still hear you. Okay, Tom. Why tell Harry this? He wouldn't have known for sure if he hadn't said anything there. Now knowing this, Harry looks at the snake to see where it is, giving him a much-needed advantage that he didn't have before. Because if he didn't tell him the eyes have gone, Harry could never look at the snake in case it still had its eyes. But now he tells him, he's like, oh great, now I can look at the snake. Silly Tom. Harry steps on something, making a noise. The basilisk responds to the noise. Harry then runs through the tunnels while the basilisk once again chases. The quick lunge attack the basilisk can do is pretty cool. That's like, whoa.
Yeah, that would make for a very difficult Zelda boss.
That's the important thing here, guys.
It is.
Harry runs into a dead end and looks to go back, but he can't as the basilisk is creeping on by. The basilisk slowly closes in on Harry. Harry then throws a stone in a different direction to distract the basilisk away. It works. Harry runs through another tunnel and ends up back by Ginny and Tom. Yes, Potter, the process is nearly complete. In a few minutes, Ginny Weasley will be dead, and I will cease to be a memory. Lord Voldemort will return very much alive.
Ginny.
The basilisk pops up from the water. Didn't realise it was that deep. Thought it was like a puddle, but there you go. It's like a pool of some sort. A sword appears in the old hat. Harry whips it out. Harry then climbs the giant head. Harry swings at the basilisk's head while the basilisk tries to strike Harry, but they're both missing. Harry then climbs to the top of the head. Harry swings wildly at the basilisk, thrashing around trying to hit it. He's like, wha, wha, ha, ah, ha, ah.
Dueling club should have been sword dueling club.
Could have been aced it.
The basilisk knocks Harry over, which causes him to drop the sword. As the sword is sliding off the edge, Harry grabs it and stabs the basilisk right through the top of the head. Harry was unfortunately also, though, stabbed by one of the basilisk's fangs at the same time. Harry removes the fang from his arm. The snake has a dramatic woe-is-me death scene, swinging around moaning, oh my lord, before collapsing and dying. Harry starts to walk back over to Tom and Ginny, with a sword in one hand and a fang in the other, moving past the now dead basilisk. Harry then collapses and crawls towards Ginny. Remarkable, wasn't it? How quickly the venom of a basilisk penetrates the body. I'd guess you'd have little more than a minute to live. You'll be with your dead mudblood mother soon, Harry. Harry grabs Ginny's hand. Funny, the damage a silly little book can do, especially in the hands of a silly little girl. You've seen the Brendan Fraser movies, the Mummy films, so I know how much damage a book can do. No, do not read from the book. Harry then grabs the diary out of Ginny's hand. What are you doing? Harry grabs the basilisk fang. Stop! No! Harry stabs the diary with the basilisk fang. Ink gushes out of it like blood. A light starts to tear out of Tom's chest. Harry stabs the diary again, causing Tom more pain, and light to tear through his face. Harry then closes up the diary and stabs the front of the diary. Tom Riddle explodes into light. The first Horcrux is destroyed. Ginny instantly wakes up. 'Cause magic, I guess. Ginny looks around wondering what the heck has just happened.
Ginny. Harry, it was me, but I swear I didn't mean to. Riddle made me. And Harry, you're hurt.
Don't worry, Tom told me I would be dead in about a minute, and that was at least 3 minutes ago.
It was true, it was about 3 minutes after we told him, right?
Ginny, you need to get yourself out. Follow the chamber and you'll find Ron.
Then the old familiar phoenix sound is heard once more. Fawkes shows back up, conveniently avoiding the rest of the fight. I like Fawkes' superior smug look he gives Harry when he gets right up in his face.
You were brilliant, Fawkes.
Oh, he knows that, Harry, don't worry.
I just wasn't quick enough.
Fawkes sheds some tears over Harry's arm. Fawkes' tears heals Harry's arm.
Of course, Phoenix tears have healing powers.
Fawkes says,
Thanks. It's alright, Ginny, it's over. It's just a memory.
Memory. Get it? Because it was like a memory. It's causing her to do all this horrendous things. Good joke. Fawkes carries Lockhart, Ron, Harry, and Ginny out of the chamber. Because remember, they can carry big loads.
Amazing. This is just like magic.
Cuts to Harry and Ron in Dumbledore's office. You both realise, of course, that in the past few hours you have broken perhaps a dozen school rules.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And there is sufficient evidence to have you both expelled?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Therefore, it is only fitting that you both receive special awards for services to the school. Huh? Thanks, sir. And now, Mr. Weasley, if you would, have now deliver these release papers to Azkaban. I believe we want our gatekeeper back. Ron leaves the office. Harry, first, I want to thank you, Harry. You must have shown me real loyalty down in the chamber. Nothing but that could have called Fawkes to you. And, second, I sense that is something that is troubling you. Am I right, Harry?
It's just, you see, sir, I couldn't help but notice certain things, certain similarities between Tom Riddle and me.
I see. Well, you can speak Parseltongue, Harry. Why? Because Lord Voldemort can speak Parseltongue. If I'm not mistaken, Harry, he transferred some of his powers to you the night he gave you that scar.
Voldemort transferred some of his powers to me.
Not intentionally, but yes.
So the Sorting Hat was right. I should be in Slytherin.
It's true, Harry. You possess many of the qualities that Voldemort himself prizes. Determination, resourcefulness, and if I must say so, a certain disregard for the rules. Why then did the Sorting Hat place you in Gryffindor?
Because I asked it to.
Exactly, Harry, exactly. Which makes you different from Voldemort. It is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices. If you want proof why you belong in Gryffindor, then I suggest you look more closely at this. Dumbledore holds up the sword Harry used, still stained in the basilisk's blood. The sword has Godric Gryffindor carved into its blade.
Godric Gryffindor.
It would take a true Gryffindor to pull that out of the hat. Lucius Malfoy then enters the office. Dobby is with them.
Dobby, so this is your master. The family you serve is the Malfoys.
Lucius looks angrily down at Dobby. I'll deal with you later. Way to out Dobby, Harry. Well done. Out of my way, Potter. So, it's true. You have returned. When the governors learned that Arthur Weasley's daughter was taken into the chamber, they saw fit to summon me back. Ridiculous. Curiously, Lucius, several of them were under the impression that you would curse their families if they did not agree to suspend me in the first place. How dare you? I beg your pardon. My sole concern has always been and will always be the welfare of the school and, of course, its students. The culprit has been identified, I presume. Oh, yes. And who was it? Dumbledore looks at Harry before looking back at Lucius. Voldemort. Only this time he chose to act through somebody else by means of this. Dumbledore shows the damaged diary to Lucius. Dobby lets Harry know by gestures that Lucius was responsible for the diary. Young Mr. Potter discovered it. One hopes that no more of Lord Voldemort's old school things should find their way into innocent hands. The consequences for the one responsible would be severe. That's Dumbledore's way of saying, do it again, Lucius, and I will end you.
Personally.
Yeah. Well, let us hope that Mr. Potter will always be around to save the day.
Don't worry, I will be.
Dumbledore smiles at Harry's no F's given attitude. Dumbledore. Lucius. Come, Dobby, we're leaving. Lucius kicks Dobby down the steps of the office. Lucius then hits Dobby with a stick to move him along. This makes me angry. It's interesting though, because Dobby makes Harry's life a living misery the whole movie. But once you see this scene of Lucius, the way he's treating him, you're like, oh damn, Harry needs to save him.
Yeah.
ASAP.
It turns him straight away, because if you didn't get that scene, you're kind of like, Dobby is annoying. He hurts himself. You can't actually see him getting mistreated, but once you see it, you're like, oh damn, he needs to help him. Harry then smiles as he has a thought.
Sir, I wonder if I could have that.
Harry head points to the diary. Cut to Lucius walking down the corridor outside Dumbledore's office. Harry chases after him.
Mr. Malfoy! Mr. Malfoy! I have something of yours.
Harry hands Lucius the diary. Mine? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do, sir. I think you slipped the diary into Ginny Weasley's cauldron that day at Diagon Alley.
Oh, now he says it properly. You do you? Lucius hands the diary off to Dobby. Why don't you prove it? Doesn't the magical world have like a security camera type spell at the bookstore? Check cameras, boom, proven.
You know, I feel like security cameras would actually make the whole series a lot shorter.
It would, yeah. Or if people just told people the truth and didn't like hide it in riddles and secrets.
Yeah.
Come, Dobby. Harry whispers to Dobby.
Open it.
Dobby opens the diary. There is a sock inside the diary. Dobby. Master has given Dobby a sock. What? I didn't give. Master has presented Dobby with clothes. Dobby is free. Harry lifts up his pant leg to reveal his missing sock. You've lost me, my servant. Lucius pulls out his wand from his cane. Such a cool wand reveal.
Yes.
Pulls it out, it's like, damn, it's awesome. Lucius walks towards Harry with his wand out. You shall not harm Harry Potter. You shall not pass. Vanna. Dobby uses his elf magic to send Lucius flying before he can finish the spell. Lucius picks himself up off the ground. Your parents were meddlesome fools too. Mark my words, Potter. One day soon, you are going to meet the same sticky end. Lucius storms off. Harry Potter freed Dobby. How can Dobby ever repay him?
Just promise me something.
Anything, sir.
Never watch the Morbius movie. Also, never try to save my life again.
Dobby bashfully smiles. Cut to the students eating in the Great Hall. The students are welcoming nearly headless Nick back from being petrified. Hermione walks into the Great Hall as well. Nearly headless Nick greets her. Neville lets Harry know that Hermione is at the door. Harry and Ron have goofy smiles on their faces. Hermione runs and hugs Harry first. Just saying, Ron, he got first hug. Hermione just shakes Ron's hand. They are too awkward to hug. Welcome back, Hermione.
It's good to be back. Congratulations. I can't believe you solved it.
That's it, Hermione. Tell your friends you had no belief in them.
Well, we had loads of help from you. We couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, okay. Hermione was right to doubt them.
Thanks.
Professor McGonagall taps her glass to get the room's attention. Before we begin the feast, let us have a round of applause for Professor Sprout, Madame Pomfrey, whose mandrake juice has been so successfully administered to all who had been petrified. Everyone claps. Except Slytherin. Also, in light of recent events, as a school treat, all exams have been cancelled. Everyone claps.
Damn it, I wish he was my headmaster.
Except Hermione. She's just like, you see her face of like, oh man.
Nerd.
Then the doors open and Hagrid walks in. Sorry I'm late. The owl that delivered my release papers got all lost and confused. Some ruddy bird called Errol.
My name is Earl. My name is Earl.
Ron looks all shocked and embarrassed. Ron then looks at Dumbledore. Dumbledore smiles, knowing all too well the sweet revenge he had planned for Ron. Hagrid walks up to Ron, Harry, and Hermione. And I'd just like to say that if it hadn't been for you, Harry and Ron, and Hermione, of course, I would still be in you-know-where, and I'd just like to say thanks. Harry gets up from the bench and looks straight into Hagrid's eyes.
There's no Hogwarts without you, Hagrid.
Harry hugs Hagrid. Dumbledore gets up and slow claps. Soon everyone joins in at applauding. Harry has the toothiest smile in this scene. It's nice that Robbie Coltrane got this moment in one of the movies.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sad scene.
Especially as we pass when you watch it, like, ooh, it makes you more emotional now. End of movie. There we go, guys. So we got through Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Drink.
The amount of time the Chamber of Secrets came up there must have been incredible.
Massive,
It's a
yeah.
massive amount. I can imagine it has to be the movie with the most times the title was mentioned.
I think now you've said it, definitely.
I'm going to see if Google knows how many times.
As Jemma finds out, we'll just quickly do the ratings and come back to you with our ratings.
Nobody does it, Bennett.
Right, we've done our ratings now for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. We tried to look up how many times Chamber of Secrets was said in the movie, and you said 24 times, was that?
24 times Chamber of Secrets has been said by a character, like as part of dialogue.
I think the one that might be close with it was Be Philosopher's Stone, but I don't think it said 24 times.
I can't imagine it being 24 times. And I would like to say, as much as 24 sounds like it's not many times, if you're taking a shot every time, that's not a good time.
No, especially how also you got to remember they sometimes only say chamber, not Chamber of Secrets.
Yes.
So if you count the fact that they mention the Chamber of Secrets as the short-term chamber, then it'd be a lot more too.
A lot more. And you got to hope they don't mention chamber pots.
Yeah.
That's a different Harry Potter story. Right, so let's go through our ratings now for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So for story, Jemma, what have you given Harry Potter?
I have decided to give it a 3 out of 5 for story. I think that it is a great story. It follows on nicely from the first movie. It does enough to set up for the future movies in the series. However, it does not get full marks for me simply because it does deviate from the book. There's a few sort of little bits that feel like they're left out or they're changed in a way that doesn't feel completely congruent with the books. And again, as we've discussed in the 2 other Harry Potter podcasts, I am a bit of a book purist, but I do think that it is a good story, even if it's a bit scary.
Fair enough. And Tenson, what have you given Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for story?
I've given the story 4.5.
4.5?
I've always really enjoyed the story of the Chamber of Secrets more than Philosopher's Stone. I just really get behind the mystery and like the sort of trying to figure out what everything means in terms of like what does the Chamber of Secrets do, and like figuring out who the heir of Slytherin is. I've always like enjoyed that aspect of the movie, even right from when I first saw it when I was a kid. But yeah, so 4.5 for me.
4.5, fair enough. If I was voting, but I'm not, of course, you two are the only ones that your scores will count. Mine doesn't, but I'll still give it anyway. I would have given it a 4 out of 5. I probably would have given this a 3 out of 5 before I watched it this time around, but I really did enjoy it a lot more this time. The dark mystery to it was actually really cool. And I think the benefit for this one over the Philosopher's Stone is you can get all the origin stuff is already out of the way.
Yeah.
You can get straight into the mystery. Rather, Philosopher's Stone probably takes half the movie before you actually get to the mystery of it all. But this benefits from that. And I think also, even the story-wise, like it's not adapted perfectly from J.K. Rowling, but I feel like Chamber of Secrets is from a writer that's already kind of had that big hit and now is kind of working out how the world works.
Yeah.
So you get more kind of worldly stuff to this one. It kind of opens things up a bit more as well.
Yeah.
That's why I give it a 4 out of 5 if I was voting. So for acting, Tenson, what have you given Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
I'll give it a 4 this time. I think some of the younger actors definitely improved a bit more in this one. I think we discussed it as we were talking in the podcast, that Daniel Radcliffe's kind of matured a bit now in his acting. I think Ron and Hermione's acting's still a bit iffy in places. Also, I've given it such a higher mark in regards to, like, obviously Alan Rickman and all of the big names that were in the movie as well do a fantastic job. And who plays McGonagall?
Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith, yeah, as well. And the actor that plays Dumbledore before he died.
Richard Harris.
Last role, but yeah, fantastic acting from all of the veterans.
Of course, also Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, and Kenneth Branagh too. Yeah.
Yes.
And he's like one of the better characters of Harry Potter. I'm disappointed you don't see him again, but you understand why, because there's nowhere else his story can go, but he's such a delight to watch.
Even Filch as well. Yeah. He's in it not very long, but like, yeah, his performance is memorable.
Lasting impression.
Yeah, definitely.
And Jemma?
I also gave it a 4 for exactly here, all the same reasons that Tenson did. I think, you know, child actors will often let down the side a little bit, won't they? There are definitely some improvements, but still a little bit like line reading at times from a couple of them. But yeah, absolutely, Kenneth Branagh, an absolute standout sort of performance in my mind. And on that, you know, in the books, obviously, when they go to visit Neville's parents at St. Mungo's, he appears again. He's in the sort of wizarding version of a dementia ward, I suppose. So there's this nice little tie around bow moment, which would have been really cute to see in the movies, but obviously it wasn't going to fit time-wise. So yes, 4 out of 5.
Plus, would you get Kenneth Branagh back for a small cameo like that? Not because he wouldn't want to come back, but he's so busy.
Busy man.
Busy man.
Too busy with all of his Shakespeare projects.
And all of his Chris Nolan ones too, because he was, of course, in Tenet, and he was also in Dunkirk. I'm not sure if he's in Oppenheimer.
I don't think so.
He might have made a cameo. So if I was going to put a thing down here, I also would have given it a 4 out of 5. The main actors, 3 actually are a lot better to me, a lot less wooden, like you say, in this movie. You can feel like they're just starting to get more comfortable with the roles. They don't fully get comfortable, I don't think, to like, even Prisoner of Azkaban is still not quite there. I think when they get past almost like Order of the Phoenix, is when you really get to see them start acting. Yes, I'm not as big a fan of Order of the Phoenix, but you really do feel like that they actually become their characters from then onwards.
Agreed.
So how well it holds up? What have you given it, Jemma?
I've also given this a 4. I think that there's nothing when you're watching it that makes you go, oh, yeah, that dates it. The basilisk is really cool. Yeah, I don't really have too much else to add to it. I think it looks really good. When I watched it on Blu-ray, it's the first time I've ever watched this film on Blu-ray on our 4K TV, and it still looked really nice. So 4 out of 5.
And Tenson, what have you given Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for how well it holds up?
Yeah, I've also given it 4. Yeah, as Jemma said, the basilisk has held up quite nicely, and even as I said, the flying car in the podcast as well, and the Whomping Willow, like all of the effects with that still look pretty good for its time. Yeah, definitely an improvement on the first one, but there's a good mix of practical with Aragog and digital with the rest of the world, which I think still holds up today.
I would agree. I would actually give it a 4 out of 5 as well, because it is a vast improvement from the CGI of the first movie, because they decided to go a lot more, especially the close-ups of the Aragog and the snake are actually practical. It looks a lot better for it. There are some scenes you can kind of go, it's probably CGI, and it kind of doesn't put you out, but that's what stops me from going from 5. It's not incredible, but it does pretty darn well. So for music, what have you given it, Tenson?
A 5.
5?
Yeah, John Williams knocks it out of the park again. Some very iconic themes. I mean, still brought over from the first one into this one as well, but also, you know, the Chamber of Secrets theme that we mentioned in the podcast as well is pretty iconic. Da, 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 da. So I've given it a 5.
And Jemma, what have you given music out of 5?
I've only given it a 4 simply because I don't like the Chamber of Secrets theme. And I know that's very much an opinion-y sort of thing, but I just think it's very heavy-handed. It's very obvious what they're wanting you to think. They're really trying to drive the mystery with the music, and I feel like they could have been a bit more subtle and sort of soft about it with the motifs instead of bringing them like every time. Like it felt jarring to me, so I didn't enjoy that. But like it does cohesively run on from the first film with most of the sort of like the standard theme, like Hedwig's theme and things like that.
If I was going to give it a rating, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 as well. I think the reason why I don't give it 5 is because the music is superb. There is a lot of music that carries over from Philosopher's Stone that means that they didn't have to do as much music. So I'm going to point down a little bit for that just because I was like, a lot of it's carrying over. So it's still incredible, but it's music we've heard before. But the new themes that did come through, like the Chamber of Secrets theme, I did like. With fantasy, when you see the bad person, they usually make it really dramatic and make it obvious as well. So they kind of leaned into that, which I quite like. I can see why you wouldn't like it because it is very heavy-handed.
Very tropey.
But I think that's what he was going with the fantasy thing. So I liked it. I leaned into it more than leaned out of it. So no one's right, no one's wrong. It's just which way you lean. And for visuals, how good it looks. What have you given it, Jemma?
I've also given that a 4. I think it's a very pretty movie. Like you said during the actual podcast, all the shots with the Hogwarts Express, like if you go onto all of those cheap online websites with the posters that they make, often they are like based on shots from that particular film with the Hogwarts Express and the Scottish countryside and everything in the background. So I think that's lovely. But even like within the chamber itself and the use of like up close and from afar and the different sort of points of views and everything, I think it does a pretty good job of sort of, I don't know, trying to sort of portray a bit more of like what the character's thinking or how they're sort of, it's a bit more immersive, I think, perhaps, than at times in the first one. So 4 out of 5.
And Tenson, what have you given Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for visuals, how good it looks?
I've also given it a 4 as well. Nothing that really like stands out. Everything that Jemma mentioned with the actual train and the car flying over, coming down towards the tracks. I think of Harry Potter when I think of shots like that. And obviously kind of carries over from the first film as well, all of the shots of the castle as well. Signature Harry Potter. But like nothing that really like grabs me. Yeah, so 4 out of 5 for me.
I've actually given this, if I was going to vote, I gave it a 5 out of 5. I like the way the flying car is iconic. I even like the bars at the window and stuff. There's a lot of iconic scenes in this movie that come from Chamber of Secrets. The way that has the reflection leads up to the Chamber of Secrets stuff. The actual going to the setting and seeing the setting of the Chamber of Secrets is beautiful. The locking of the vault. Even the Quidditch match. Like, yeah, the CGI, like, sometimes you can see it's on against the screen, but I loved how it sucks you into the actual match. Like, when they go underneath the rafters and stuff, you feel like you're moving with them, and I really enjoyed that. There's no moment that I can go, oh, that didn't work well. The camera didn't look that good. So I'm like, if I can't find that, and I really enjoyed the stuff, a lot of the stuff, like using the snake getting into the air, there was a lot of stuff that I thought, this is actually really good, and I can't fault it. So 5 out of 5 it would have been, but mine don't count, so sorry, Chris Columbus, you're just going to have to accept it. So we've now added up our totals for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, so let's go through what we've got. For story, Jemma gave it 3, and Tenson gave it 4.5. For acting, Jemma gave it 4, and Tenson gave it 4. For how well it holds up, Jemma gave it 4, and Tenson gave it 4. For music, Jemma gave it 4, and Tenson gave it 5. And for visuals, how good it looks, Jemma gave it 4, and Tenson gave it 4. Total amounts here, Jemma gave it 19 out of a possible 25 stars, and Tenson gave it 21.5 out of a possible 25 stars. That gives Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets a 40.5 out of 50. So where does that put it on the MCU rankings? So with 40.5 stars, this puts it just above Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So it's now in 13th place out of now over almost 30 films now. We've gone deep. I think we must have gone over 30 films now. So 13th place is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So let's go to the top 10 to see where that places it and the other movies that might be above it. So in first equal place, we have Jurassic Park. And now Goodfellas. Number 3, we have Spider-Man 2 from 2004. In 4th place, we have Jumanji. In 5th, we have Titanic, James Cameron from 1997. In 6th place, we have Batman Mask of the Phantasm. And in 7th equal, we have Batman 1989 and Big, the Tom Hanks classic. In 9th place, we have Spider-Man from 2002. And in 10th equal, which is a 3-way 10th equal, we have Spider-Man, Boogie Nights, and Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So Chamber of Secrets is 2 points below it. 13th position. So Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, then it goes Batman Returns after that as well. Scott Pilgrim versus the World was 13th, but now it's going to be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So 13th, it's not bad because there's still a lot more Potter to come. Interesting that it's below Philosopher's Stone, because I look back at Philosopher's Stone and I feel Chamber of Secrets, for me personally, was just a more interesting mystery. But Philosopher's Stone, again, is the opening. It's one everyone loves because it's the first time you've seen Harry Potter. There is also a lot of good stuff in Philosopher's Stone too. So there you go. They're kind of roughly around the same area at the moment.
It doesn't surprise me, though, personally, because if I were to think of the first 2 films, the one that I always think is more nostalgic, it has a better story, as just like a whole package, Philosopher's Stone is it for me, not the Chamber of Secrets. So I'm like, yeah, no, that tracks.
If you like what you hear or have any suggestions or thoughts for us, who knows, it might be about Chamber of Secrets. Well, you can contact us by going to the Nobody Does It Bennett Facebook page. Nobody Does It Bennett is available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and other podcast outlets. Nobody Does It Bennett is now available also on YouTube, so don't forget to like and subscribe. So we've gone through the film, we've done our ratings. Is there any final thoughts you'd like to give on Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
Final thoughts. I think that, I obviously love all of the Harry Potter films, and I feel like I rated this one a little bit more harshly than I rated The Philosopher's Stone, simply because it just doesn't hold that same near and dear place in my heart as the first one does. But it's still obviously a brilliant film that I try to force my children to watch with me, and they say no because all they want to watch is Minecraft. But we will get there one day, and I think that everyone should watch it in a giant marathon with all the other Harry Potter films, because it is just one piece of a very big puzzle.
And Tenson.
For me, this one always, as the same with the first one, gives me a lot of nostalgia because I watched them basically the first 2 back to back when I was like a kid, so it will always be nostalgic for me playing the old games on the DVD. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I used to play that a lot. This one just improves a bit more on the story and the mystery. As you said earlier, you don't have all that background that you have to be introduced to that's straight into the story, and I think overall it does a pretty good job at it. It's not a terrible movie. I think it's pretty good.
Is it worst of the worst, Tenson?
No, definitely not. Definitely Hallows Part 1.
Yes, Deathly Hallows Part 1.
We'll get to that one maybe eventually one day.
Camping.
Let's just hold our opinions on Deathly Hallows Part 1 until we get there.
No, okay, I won't say anything until that podcast.
Until that time. I've always liked Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, but didn't realise how much until I watched it for this podcast. The movie is full of great characters, performances, moments, and action spectacle. I feel director Chris Columbus took a lot of learnings from The Philosopher's Stone and made them work a fair amount better in this one. Chamber of Secrets is in fact now a top 3 Harry Potter film for me. Tenson, Jemma, thank you for joining me for this one.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, yeah.
It's been a lot of fun, and thank you for listening. Remember, some others may do it better, but nobody does it Bennett. Take care. It's the end of the show.
It's the end of the show, and now it's time to go. Don't be sad, just be glad. Then nobody does it Bennett.